This matchup in particular, it's like most one-sided fights. I love that Ferral. I love that you're playing Ferral though too. Ferrell's like, fuck it. If the best guys on our team can't win, sign me up, Chief. I'm representing the Ferral score 3. Yeah, it is a funny picture of Roddy too. You're not wrong. All right. Silky's a solid 60. Their stats are so weird sometimes. Yeah, Basilisk is cracked, dude. Trigger is hella good, too. I don't care what anybody says. I honestly thought they would pick up Estrella. Who here thought they would pick up Estrella? It would make sense from how they did things. Like, what other of a Chad player would they... You know what I'm saying? That they're capped out. I was hoping we could get Estrella in... Dude, Estrella is sick, man. He's the U.S. GOAT. Trigger's the Canada GOAT other than Scarlet. Of course, but... Trigger's my boy. Let's see what we got. Silky versus Serral. This is like the only way I get the cat. Serral told me to fucking play in one of my tournaments this year. Guys, I gotta remember... Actually, I should probably take care of my own shit and not simp on anything in Twitch for quite a while. And I'm probably gonna have a tournament with Serral in it, which should be based. You only have so many kidneys to sell? Yeah. Ferrell's like, that's why I got Dave on. And you're like, oh shit, nobody's gonna buy Dave's kidneys. Right, Ferral? Oh, dude, I love Serral too. He's a nice guy. But he actually, it was so funny when I saw him too. I think he might have saw me cast with Steadfast. And he actually knew who I was. He was like, oh, Dave, I know you. It was so funny. I accidentally interrupt Slowly Falling and fucking Jeremy talking to him. And because I was like, just happened to be there do I even have kidneys? So there's Slowly and Jeremy talking to him. And my back's already to him. I didn't realize this big line was behind me of all autographs to Serral. So I just go over, I see Slowly and Jeremy. Hey, what's going on? I go, hey, Serral. I was kind of, didn't think of it. And I'm like rudely came in there. Oh, I know Slowly. Well, of course she is. But no, it was actually really nice to meet them too. Slowly and Jeremy are actually hella based. Really, really nice peeps. I always loved Jeremy as a fucking mod, though, in sales chat. But Serral was just like, Dave, I saw you. He goes, I know. He goes, your casting is okay. It was so awkward and funny. All right. Jesus, when's this match going to start? Guys, do you think it's a problem if I skip ahead? Holy fuck. It's just sitting here on the cards for Serral. And yeah, this is like 5. Fuck that. They left this on for like half an hour. Now it's going to just skip over to the next ones. And it's going to be Trigger and 2DMG. Trigger looks so serious. 2DMing, I mean. Yeah, it was hilarious when Serral said that. He's like, your casting is okay. It was like the most... You can tell he's reaching to try to find a compliment. He's such a nice guy. I was laughing. I'm like, it's okay. Oh, God, you got those drunk clips? I forgot about those, Magic Turtle. No. Yeah, when I got back from Atlanta, it was pretty funny. Well, he saw me. I had full-blown COVID when I had the one time well, not the one time. One of the 2 times I casted with Steadfast on the B stream, I actually had full-on COVID. The first day, literally the first day of it, I was dead. Steadfast can tell you. I'm like sitting there. I'm stupidly still smoking, but I was like really not well. It took, and like we got stuck with like a lot of wait time between things too. So it was like painful. All right, anyway, speaking of painful, let's actually fucking try to get this a little... This is fucked. All right, I can't take this because we're not doing this live. Let's fucking just get to it. All right, we have the match coming up here soon. Fucking A. Meow, meow, meow. All right, let's do this. Because I can't remember. I didn't see all these games. But that's why my casting was extra off for that. I mean, I have times where I'm basically just screen reading half the time because I'm so exhausted now when I get out of work. And some days you're just not feeling it. You know, I go to F- from F. All right, come on, motherfuckers. Hurry up. Jesus Christ, this shit's... Can you guys believe this was 2.5 hours of that? They had, like, some ads. This is insane. All right, fuck. Just fucking... All right, here we go. All right, anyway, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gressfan in the blue. Give it up for Toodming. Or Toodming. From SSLT, and his opponent in the upper left. From Basilisk eSports. Basilisk Gaming, it is Trigger in the red. Good old World TeamLeague. All right. And it is going to be a 16 hatch from... no, actually, it's a 15 hatch from Toodming. What always bugs me about WTL is how they have the team stuff laid out. They can't, like, reverse the players, so the blue one's on the top, even though the red one's on the top. And it's just so, like, you know, you got Trigger in the wrong spot on here, Toodming on the wrong one. Anyway, little stuff that is actually pretty big stuff, but it is what it is. All right, Trigger being annoying with the mineral harass here. And we'll see what we get. What we get, fam. Just a lot of mineral harass. Trigger going for 20 Nexus 20 core behind it. And the Observer, for some reason, went to the Overlord. Because why not? When you have the game going on. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. Just looking at the Overlord in the bushes, right? All right. So it's a pretty standard opener on a Trigger, but a little cheekier 15 hatch from Toodming, which is Omega base. We might see Cheese the Protoss from the Tood. Yeah. I'll be honest, I would love to quit smoking. Smoking is the dumbest shit. Like, it's literally just a drain on stuff. Like, you ought to take the opportunity just to try to quit smoking, period. If you don't have it, it's like, I know it's like one thing or the other or whatever, but I totally would. If I could go back to the stuff. Oh, he died of a broken heart. Yeah, well, that other stuff probably didn't. How it matters. Anyway, interesting Overlord spot. He's not really using the Overlord to go across the map any further than right at that. He's not even in a pathing for the Adept. The probe's still scouting. Queen's chasing the probe down. And Trigger is going to scout that's a metabolic opener. 18 years ago, Ferrell, good on you, man. Good on you. All right. Oh, that's a nice snipe from Trigger on the creep tuber. That's actually, honestly, that's a pretty big hit. To catch the connect, if you're going to set up the natural creep connection, and that's the first thing your Protoss opponent gets. Oh my God, Trigger gets a worker, 2 workers, and a creep tumor. I would say this was hella worth it for Trigger for that one Adept. That is a massive catch that early on in the game. Trigger going for an Oracle. Looks like he is set up for the hero build. Not going to wall off. He's going for a 330-ish third base, which is pretty good stuff. Is this live? No, it is not. This is a recast because it's the best I can do for World TeamLeague. I would have made a, how you doing, Kato's Hitami. And guys, do me a favor. Please do consider subscribing to my YouTube. We are finally starting to get people watching it and stuff sometimes. I have all my KSL and ESL casts on there. Usually within the day. Thanks for the follow, KZ Tommy. Kato's Tommy. There we go. Kato's Tommy. Apologies for that. All right, anyway, Oracle is going to find drone. Takes a bit of hull damage, but isn't going to be able to be too successful in there. Trigger does save it and is evacuating. There's a bunch of speedlings coming across the map, however. Trying to deny the third. Just one adept to defend for the moment. The second Oracle is going to pop, however. And will be available to take care of this. Trigger is not going to skip a beat. Cleans up most of the Zerglings. Very good defense from Trigger. Not even forced to do anything cheeky. He's well on his build order. And we do have another Spore coming down for Toodming. All right. You guys like how I call him 2DMing anyway. That's not his name. It's not a build. It's not his name. Okay. 2DMing Toodming. I'm just kidding. Is gonna take a fourth hatch behind this at a pretty early time, going into a Roach Warren. He's expecting Blink Stalkers, but usually you go for. He's not going for the typical +1 melee into layer Baneling Nest, which is usually the response. But that ship has sailed basically, chat. But we are gonna have the layer done and the Roach Warren as well. All right, I think Trigger's looking like he's in a pretty good spot. 2DMing does have his fifth on, but he's just kind of impatient, saturating up, possibly even going to take a fourth base, trying to put some pressure. I will say, Toodming is getting. He did have some pretty decent Oracle defense. Trigger hasn't been able to really pick him apart. He did lose some pretty big stuff earlier with Adept, but that's about it. And yeah. And here we are. Yeah, so it is going to be a pretty decent push from Trigger. And, well, there's 26 Banelings in production, Glial Reconstitution on the way, and it is a pretty late +1 melee. Trigger will have an upgrade advantage eventually. Blink's still not done, though. This is actually a risky play. I've noticed Trigger plays a little risky lately in these kind of assaults, but we'll see what happens. Oh, the Stasis Ward will connect and catch a fair amount of Zerglings, but that said, it is not insanely massive. It's enough to buy some time. Trigger got a couple Archons with this. Oh, I love it. I love the play from Trigger. So based. He went right into a couple Archons. That's a good move when you know you're getting a bunch of Lings and you're going Blink Stalkers against potential for Roaches. If it's just pure Blink against Lings, though, too, it helps out. All right, anyway, we'll see what happens from here. Did somebody invite me to a party? That's fascinating. All right, well, Toodming is actually getting a lot of Ling damage done on the other side. Trigger, not A-moving. Oh, no. He's kind of stuck. He's starting to take a beating on this Nexus. He needed every inch of attack that he could have got before, and I think Trigger may lose his third base. Is he going to lose it? He is barely going to hold, but a Swift Breeze could take it out. Very sad for Trigger. So Trigger supply blocked. He's actually doing okay on workers, but funnily enough, he went for the hero build and did not. Okay, now he's taking a fourth base, but usually you're going for like a 7-minute fourth or sub 7-minute fourth because you're that greedy, but there's different variants. You could go for 3 base, kind of all in, if you will, but not quite. There are 3 base all in builds off this, but not going to be the case. Anyway, Toodming is up on army supply and not killing the Nexus. Basically bought Trigger some time. He's not dead, but Toodming's got a scary army. It's a lot of Lings and a decent number. I don't know if he's got the most Roaches. Yeah, he's got a good amount altogether. Stasis Ward. Well, I don't like this. Trigger's kind of just showing him his Stasis Ward. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but it is good to bait some out. But we do have Banelings coming. Centrifugal hooks has completed. That being said, oh my God, how did he still get that beautiful stasis? Well, a couple Stalkers going down is not the greatest for Trigger either. Oh my God, I'm so worried for Trigger right now. He has Archons. Oh, he does have a nice stasis ward on the other side. The Banelings likely are not going to go for the Archons, I would hope. But these Archons are actually starting to go down. Battery overcharge not available, I would imagine, or he just didn't have the energy for it. Trigger is going to start losing a ton. He lost 15 probes and the third Nexus. Feels bad, man. Feels possibly dead, man. As Toodming takes a pretty big supply lead. That being said, Trigger still does have a decent amount of probes, and considering it's a 62 drone supply for Toodming, he's not out yet. He's not out yet. Toodming did get a 5th base, but he's still just hammering an army. And in either case, it's kind of scary for Trigger. Trigger does have some charge lots out. Going to try to come to intercept some of the Lings, but they're going to actually attack the Roaches. And it looks like a full surround on Trigger's Stalkers here. This is not looking good for Mr. Trigger. And yeah, he's trying to micro his heart out of it, but it's just, he just can't do it. He just can't do it. There's too much. All right, we got a bunch of Zelly boys coming in. I don't see how Trigger could win this, guys. I hate to say it, but it is looking at pretty rough. Yeah, he is pretty good. He is. Oof. And we got Vet and my boys Vet and Ferral talking about time in the service. Pretty base stuff. All right, the Archons actually taking a bunch of the Banelings, but it's looking like Trigger's getting folded. He went from being an incredible spot, and well, I guess I said GG. I totally did not call that. I was not expecting it from the opener of the game. I actually missed these games. Now that I think about it, I saw the interview with the boys with Roddy, and I didn't get to watch their games. So I'm glad I get to do this. And it's gonna be scuffed, but hey, it'll be on my YouTube too. Might as well start getting some World Team League content out there, even if I'm behind on it. In fact, if it was a little colder, I'd be wearing my World Team League sweatshirt, my World Team League hoodie, which I have right behind me, funnily enough, but I think I might be too hot. Actually, I could probably wear it. See? Look at that. Boom! World Team League hoodie. It's already 90 there. Well, it dropped in temperature here in New York. It's supposed to warm up on the weekend, I think. A Berserker shirt? Nice. Yep. That'd be cool. So other than just... I got like basic bitch stuff mostly. I have my Size Storm jersey. I have an OSC jersey. I have that. I have my DreamHack shirts. I just got t-shirts at DreamHack. Because I gave Caveman Jack, one of my items. You're 2 minutes from the beach, Kriegers. But yeah, Ferral, I could buy one if you want. Ain't no thing. You're always putting money for the team and stuff. Bear with me, guys. Well, we're waiting for this. I'm actually gonna... Oh, fuck. What was that? Uh-oh. Ripperino. Uh-oh. Hang on. This is obnoxious. I wanted to open a window to check on something, and, oops. Oh, yeah, down there. Your way, it's going to be hotter than balls now. Dude, I went to South Carolina once, in the hottest part of summer. Not once, but the hottest part of summer. And it was to get... Oh, my God. I'll save that story for another day, but you got to come back for it, Kriegers. But suffice it to say, it was the hottest day in summer in South Carolina. It was like 130 something, I swear. I remember my AC in my old car. The more I drove down south, I literally did the drive straight, other than stopping for gas, smokes, and coffee. Probably smoked 3 packs of cigarettes on the way down. About 12-hour drive. And as I got further down, my AC just slowly stopped working. By the end, it was like it was not even doing anything. It was so humid. And I got out of my car. I'm like dead. It was like 3:30 in the morning. And I did nothing after I left work at noon. Got there at 3:30 in the morning or some shit. No, I didn't drive. No, the Atlanta is a different trip. I'm talking about South Carolina. One time I went for something. I literally had to do a straight shot drive. I get into the hotel lobby and instantly it was like I went from like really hot and stuff to like it was like my sweat just went. Pfft. The humidity change in the temperature, I was like instantly drenched when I went inside the lobby. It was so weird. Like from the humid, I never experienced that in my life where it was like instant, like, yeah. But it was like weird when I hit the cold, actually. Yeah. All right, guys, let's try to get to this faster. Holy crap. All right, here we go. Come on, why didn't you take us there, bud? All right, here we go. All right, moving on to game number 2, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Altitude. It's our Zerg player from SSLT, Toodming, in the blue. And his opponent in the upper right, representing Basilisk Gaming, in the red, give it up for Mr. Trigger. The Canadian... Well, I'd say he may be the best Canadian Protoss, right? But he's not the Canadian Go Protoss. That's Maples. Trigger would be like, true. Mape the ape. Our boy Maples, the goat. It's a meme from Team Gosu. A lot of his buds in general. But Maples is a hella nice kid. Trigger is too, for that matter, but... Alrighty. Maples was looking out for me in Atlanta a little bit there. He's one of the guys getting me back. Mape and Estrella getting Dave behind the curtain. Alrighty. Maybe a little Pilly too. Actually, it was Maples, Dolan, and Estrella. Oh, and I remember correctly. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on here. See, look at this. These are all the lovely sponsors. Or take it in while you can, folks, because Twitch is going to be banning this stuff. Let's hope that they don't end Twitch. It just means we're going to go over to Kick or some shit. Even though Kick's like new and doesn't have a lot of the intro. I don't know. India, 51 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's fucking hot, dude. It gets really hot in upstate New York, so just because we have freezing weather, it doesn't mean much. But I'm going on about a lot of stuff this game. Well, it's looking pretty standard. Looks like Trigger's probably going for a Stargate. He is going to drop it, as you see in the production tab. But that said, it's looking pretty, well, kind of standard. We got Metabolic Boost first for our Zerg player. He's again going to take a very dark timed third hatch, it looks like. Yes, he is. At the 6 o'clock position base. And yeah, you can fry an egg on that shit, like literally. And if it's 130 degrees Fahrenheit, that means the parking lot's got to be like 175. Shit, it was like 90 one day here, like last week, and my car at 135 degrees Fahrenheit in the parking lot. I was like, Jesus Christ. It is hot as balls. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like, up north, like where I'm at anyway, like in upstate New York, what sucks is the weather has any form of shit weather you could think of, including heat, because it's very humid when it's really hot here. So it's not too different than down south end when it's in its hottest. And generally cooler, but at the same time, it does get fucking hot sometimes. And then you get to look forward to that beautiful summer, going to the scorcher, into freezing your ass off, basically. Yeah, and then it snows. Well, we'll get those hot days that are bright and sunny, but guess when what do you call a bright sunny day after 2 days of rain? A Monday in upstate New York. That basically describes it for you guys. Magic Turtle can confirm that with me. Sound about right, Magic Turtle? How you doing, Illy? Cold is the worst. The wind can... Yeah, cold can be. Heat's bad. I mean, shit, for me, I might as well be Bubble Boy, because I can't take too cold or too hot. It's a lot of links. A lot of link pressure coming in from our boy Toodming this game. Is it going to be worth it? I think that is enough. Oh my God, he's going to get a surround on the depths from the backside. It is double surface area attack on the one. Actually, split up the links. Trigger is going to be able to get another one out. However, he's going to have to cancel the shield battery. He's trying to buy any bit of time to make sure this Nexus comes in. Guess what? The Oracles make their way back. Toodming losing a lot of Zerglings in the process. Still, he's a Nidus Worm. He's played very aggressive. In fact, so aggressive, he's going for a little cheeky cheese and Overlord going into the main base against the Stargate play. Trigger, unaware of the situation. And I don't think he has... I think there is some room for that Nidus to go down undetected. Yep, he's going in like the mullet build. Business in the front and party in the back. Queens be dancing. They'll be Brenda and all them will be shaking their legs. But guess what? Trigger notices the Nidus Worm isn't prepared. Oh, okay, he warps in his Stalker, but that's not going to be enough. But sadly, there's not much else you can do. He is going to try to hold position the Oracle and get the Pulsar Beam activated. Nidus almost going down. Some of the links coming out. Oh, but 3 of the Queens. Some more links coming. And Stalkers are not what you want here in my opinion. For the Queens, but there's so many links. He's got to try to get anything. He's pulling the boys. He's trying to drop static defense. Oh, poor Trigger. I think he's not going to be able to do it. Or is he? We'll find out. It's looking rough. The other Nidus is definitely not helping matters as more Queens come in. The Adepts in the front line kind of away from things. Static almost going up, but there's so much Zerg over here. Trigger fighting with his probes, trying to hang on to dear tournament game life as the battle continues. Oh, the shield battery and the cannon are going to be killed, not canceled. Very nice job by Toodming. Oh my God, he's even flexing. He's going to build another Nidus Worm outside of his third base. Trigger's still going for Blink. Yeah, he's looking pretty in the not ideal situation. There's not a lot of drones for Toodming, but he's getting Overlords. He's going into a Roach Warren. The Oracles, you know what? He's like, you know what? We're going to try to get some damage over here and force the issue. That said, the Lings and the Queens cometh to the main base. I really don't. Yeah. That was a bit unlucky. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of players that would not expect this. And there's even creep spread in his main base. Oracle's going to be forced to hit a couple of rev tags. We'll clean up the tumors, but what has he really got? He's got some Stalkers. He's got 2 Oracles. He's got a Stargate, maybe. And Twilight and a Forge. Being forced on long... Ooh, he's not even going to be able to long distance mine. He's trying to use the probes to have some kind of fighting army. Blink has completed, but that being said, okay. Trigger is... I don't blame him for hanging in. It's a tournament, but he's looking pretty Omega dead. He's open for Oracles in a dream, I guess. I just don't see how he could do much else. Just a very unfortunate situation to be in for our Protoss player. This was in the last week or two. I think maybe even last week. Pudding Puppy. So it's not that unrecent. I wanted to catch one from my team. Maybe the week before. I don't know. But I've not had a chance to cast World Team League, and seeing Ferral here reminded me. Thanks for that, Ferral, by the way. I probably should have done this earlier. We had all the people here. But anyway, it's my first World Team League cast in quite some time, sadly. I wanted to help them out a little more, but... All right, anyway. Zelly Boys and Stalkers putting up the best fight they can do, but unfortunately for Trigger, I just don't think he can do it. There's Niduses and Queens for days. Ling's coming. The potential for Roaches. He's just going into +1 melee. He's trying to get it a Copium Archon. Trigger is in some rough shape, to say the least. Little reconstitution even going down behind this. Toodming, funnily enough, I did get to 60-something workers finally. But Trigger's trying to give him the best damn fight. I mean, it's got to be unnerving, too. He's like, God damn it, I kind of... Mistakes were made, and, you know, I'm on Reynor and Serral's team. Oof. That's got to feel a little rough when you make some mistakes, but it's like anything. Everybody does it. Even the best. Even the GOATs like Trigger. Oh, Stasis Wardy's even target fire. This is looking more and more dire by the moment as the Nexus falls for Trigger. I don't think he can do it, folks. Yeah. GG. And Toodming puts 2 points on the board for SSLT against Basilisk Gaming. Guys, bear with me a second. I gotta use the bathroom. Grab something. I need to stretch. Be right back.
ABYDOS says Dave, feed your cat.
Well, folks, is the goats coming? Hey, catch you later, Ferrell. Damn, you're still up? That's insane. I hope you sleep well. My cat doesn't need to be fed. They had food. They are gonna beg. What you doing, Mitters? Come here. Want to come say hi? All right, Silky versus Serral. She can use food because guess who eats all the food? Mr. McChunks, Charlie. That's who eats all the food, as you guys can probably tell. Oops, sorry about that. Or the cats. Dude, did you see my other cat? I don't even have the Charlie Commander right now because of, I mean, the one. Because I'm rebuilding everything in browser sources. But I got some work on. Oops, sorry about that. Clicking on shit. I've not done a World Team League in a long time. All right. My map pack files? Nah. Dude, I was trying to get it. So, Krieger's in chat. And anybody that didn't know, I have a reverse Smurf account. 2 of them. Gamer Richie got me a random one. Pilly got me a Protoss one. I dumpstered some MMR on. It's one day I was doing pretty good on the random one. But funnily enough, if I got it on you, I wanted to. Imagine if one day, like, I happened to be on when Sal was on, and Sal queued me on ladder. That'd be skill-based. Isn't Chrome talking about nerfing extensions? Extensions OP? Really? I didn't read about that. I did not see that. I mean, let's be real. Chrome kind of does suck, but I'm kind of forced to use it for some stuff, as most of us are nowadays. It used to be all right, but now it's a bloated piece of shit. In reality, certainly not the most optimal thing. All right, so Silky versus Serral. When the fuck did this start? Jesus, Murphy. All right, we're speeding this up. Holy Christ. This is going to be funny. Silky's got to be shitting his pants. All right, anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood. In the red, give it up for Serral. And his opponent in the upper right. And once they shut, Serral going for a 16 hatch opener. The GOAT from Basilisk Gaming himself. What up, Duck Huddler? Yeah, Serral's a little bit alright. He's just a little bit alright, you know? See, I'm an okay caster, then Serral's okay. I went there, guys. I went there. I'm only teasing. I would if he heard me say that, I'd hope he'd laugh. Because you know, obviously Serral's actually quite good at the video game. I am an F-tier caster, according to Kriegers. Alright, anyway, I'm not the great, you know, I screen read, let's be real. Sometimes I just talk about my fucking dinner. That's the extent of my casting. Anyway, that said, we got Ali Overlord and, you know, his buddy Ogre staring each other down menacingly because they don't have machine guns. Though we all think Overlord should have machine guns in ZVZ. I think that would be so based. Only in ZVZ, Overlords have some kind of auto projectile attack. Stupid things that shouldn't be in the game, Volume 7. I think that would be incredible in the game. There would be... all the Zerg players would come back to play. Ha, Duck Huddler. Thank you, Duck Huddler. Duck Huddler do be a Dave fan. Alright, anyway, we're going by the World Team League stuff. A couple things going out from Silky. It's looking like a pretty standard game, but you know what? Is it, though? Is it? Silky and Serral duking it out. Serral's got some links cheekily going across the side. Already Silky not with as many. Okay, no. It's at 2 and 2. Silky's actually just poking out the center. Serral looks like he may be able to get into the center, but 2 more links in pop. The queens are in. Serral wants to get a scout more than anything. Is the bigger purpose of the 2 links. Silky going to do the same thing on the other side of the map. And if anybody's so good at link control for scout, it's Serral. But ZVZ, Now, Silky actually unable to find a scout. Is going to immediately lose his 2 links. He was trying to be safe and try to find the links. So that was actually a pretty good play from Serral to take the links and go around the triangle third. Yeah, Serral do be pretty good. Guys, I'm really hoping 1 week we get my boy SOS to play in a KSL. Who wants to see some crazy ass SOS in the Korean StarCraft League? The Kirktown StarCraft League. I was so sad that we haven't had him yet, but that's casting Serral in one of my tournaments. Casting SOS, me getting Masters, and then casting with, like, I have some more people I want to cast with, and I can write it off. I keep throwing away my channel points and Roddy's. I could write Roddy off the list pretty easy with that one, because he's pretty nice. Because I just can't keep them. I make too many. I like the too many meme predictions. It's Aspire from Silky. Serral going for third base, still going for +1 ranged attack. Roaches could be pretty good. Duck Huddler, I forget where you're at, but you probably won't see it. But on Sunday, and all you guys. Speaking of Basilisk Gaming, rumor has it that Old Man Dave is going to be the first act. One of the first matches, this guy, out of my lunch in the Basilisk Gaming Big Brain Bouts. You're in Texas, so yeah, it's probably going to be a little early for you. Say at least, Serral is going to force a cancel. So, but it is 2 base Muta. Roaches for a little bit of a debate. Silky actually going for +1 range too, though. So he's not like... Now, obviously, he's trying to make it read like a normal build, but the hatch timing might be a tell. Serral does know his race. Better than 99% of Zergs, I'm sure. Well, I don't know about 99% of Zergs. ZVZ is not his best matchup, though. We all know that. Well, most of us know that, should say. Anyway, still, he do be pretty good at the video game. All right, that said, Serral's +1 coming a little later. And these mutas are on their way for production. It looks like Silky's going for a push. So he's probably gonna try to force a debate, getting the queens out of the way, and then immediately going into the mutas. Serral getting some spores down. He knows the timings. Serral knows what's up. Army supply in favor of Serral, in fact. But guess what? The Overlord is going to be taking down Serral. Going to be supply blocked for quite a bit, actually, while these 3 Overlords are getting produced. And he does have a few on the map, which ordinarily is pretty good, but it is a little bit of easy pickings for the mutas. Yeah, so that is definitely going to be another dead Overlord. And look at this. It's all timing out fine. Serral's 3 Overlords means he's still ahead of the supply he was before, because the third one still popped. Everything worked out just bueno for Serral. Unfortunately, roaches don't shoot up, but that's okay. It's not an overcommittal of mutas for Silky. He's just going to back off. He's trying to go to Hydrotech. He's going into Lurkers, actually. What the deuce? Serral going into Groove Spines. This is like a big brain play out of Silky, honestly. So he did have his third base canceled, but he's like going to super fast Lurkers. Serral is going to have the Overseer to get a scout on this. Not a lot to contest it. Some Hydras are out, however. I should go to try to kill this. Okay, the mutas are in. He is going to get a kill on the Overseer. Overseer does not get a read. I may have seen some Hydras, but I don't know. All right, that being said, the mutas and the Overseer going across the map. Serral trying his best to get a scout off. I'm curious to see how this one plays out. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch this live, sadly. I was hoping to. It's my man Roddy was casting this too. Alrighty. Our man Roddy. Who doesn't like Roddy? What a freaking Chad. God, queens sound absolutely strange in Chinese. Does anybody else find that? Is that me? It's different languages make the units sound so different. Like I'm trying to remember. French Abathur sounds hella based, for example. All right. Oh, it's Korean? No, is it Korean? Are you sure? World Team League is a Chinese tournament. Why? Oh, that is actually, yeah, it was and Silky is a Chinese player, I'm pretty sure. That's why I mentioned it. I'm pretty sure that do be the case. All right, let's see what we got here. It is looking like better trades for Silky for the moment. But Serral, he's not too nervous. What I love about Serral, he always keeps his cool. He's just calmly playing it out. Going into a hive. We got ranged, or flyer attacks rather, for Silky. So he's going to double down on mutas after, I have a feeling. Serral, he's just roach printing it. He's just going to keep macroing up. Trying to get his 4th base. Silky actually doing a lot more roach rev too, but just kind of tacking up more than anything, I feel like. Silky is going to split up his army, though. This 4 roaches being a damn nuisance. Getting some drones and ultimately going to be cleaned up. One may survive if Serral doesn't catch that. He's unable to clean up these mutas just yet. So the mutas still being quite a nuisance as well. But that being said, Serral's insanely ahead in supply. He's 112 army supply, 66 workers, little worker lead, but he's going to have that 4th base significantly sooner, which is pretty good stuff. Muscular augments just on their way. Oh, Serral is going to back off, not eating any corrosive biles because he's a Chad. Oh, nice catch on the Overlord from Serral as well. Concave kind of favored Silky a little bit, but I feel like the numbers game is just telling a different tale of how this fight's going to go, especially with Serral at the helm. He is gonna be cleaning it all up. GG is called, and Serral gonna decisively take game number 1 for the first point for Basilisk Gaming. Yeah, it was +2 after. Hope that is a good point. He did, he was continuing macroing. I did miss mentioning that. So we're gonna be going on to game 2 in just a moment. Let me see when it starts. And then we got Firefly versus Reynor. Then we got Berserker versus ABYDOS. Reynor should play Terran. I mean, Raynor's just good all around. I mean, they honestly, Serral is too. They all are, but Raynor's gotten so good as a random player. Yeah, I just don't think he has been learning. Hope. Are you still hoping for your 1v1 with Reynor in League? You're going down, boy. You're going down, Rocky Balboa. Hope's gonna take him down to Kirktown. That would be a funny. Why do I have all this shit on here? Oops, and I wasn't supposed to show that either. Rip. Sorry, we're kind of shot. You'll beat his ass. All right, anyway, here we go. End game number 2. Spawning in the bottom left, right-hand corner of Neo Humanity in the blue. It is Silky and his opponent in the upper left. Representing Basilisk Gaming, the GOAT himself, Mr. Serral in the red. Silky from SSLT. On Neo Humanity, my boy Omni Skeptics map. Which sadly for Omni, I did veto. Anyway. Let's see what we got going on here. He's going to be a pull first from Serral this game. Nothing too cheeky, really. It's ZVZ, so. Yeah, it's actually a really... I'm honestly thinking of on-vetoing it now that I got used... There's certain things about it that I am liking, and we are going into... we had the Team Liquid map contest finalists and everything. Then the map's basically more or less implied what we're getting for the next map pool, whenever the hell that is. Maybe I should unveto it. I might actually try it and change up some vetoes to cheek out some MMR so I don't have to stay in fucking Scrub League forever. And when I'm not feeling like laddering, we're just not going to ladder. I can cast World Team League and stuff instead on days that I feel like streaming. I might get Diablo 4 too. I'm actually debating it. I was all anti, I don't want to support Blizzard, whatever, but at the end of the day, it does look a little fun. As long as it's not over in like 3 hours like Diablo 3. All right, anyway, Serral going up, trying to get some pressure on. Just putting a little link. Actually, he's got a couple lings out. He's not doing anything too cheeky. Kind of making it look, he does show that he has a few earlier lings. Silky going into 8 lings and metabolic pretty quickly, though. I don't know if he's expecting something more aggressive from Serral, but it's not really. It's just a safer opener. He's expecting to be like 14, 13, 12 or something. Have we found the cow level yet? True, in a days. With the there is no cow level meme. Based. Alrighty, anyway, the links going from Silky. He's going to put a few out to pressure. He's keeping some back at home. He's trying to, I think he is going to try to cheek out a little bit of a speedling attempt at an attack, but Serral's going for a safety Bane Nest. It's very standard ZVZ from Serral. Silky going for a Evo Chamber. He's going to go for +1 melee. I'm actually curious to this. If he's either just walling or is he going to go... Because he hasn't dropped the Roach Warren. It doesn't seem to be really... he's got a bank. Oh, Serral with the Brilliant Scout. There's all these units here. And Silky just doesn't care. He's going to go right across the map. He's going for an all-in. Well, might as well be an all-in. He's going for a very, very committed push. Or he could go for... Another thing you could do is go Carapace. But this is just a very committed push. I think he was just walling off for the moment. Yeah, but it's not like all-in. All-in. He got his... He wants to get some pressure. Oh, Silky. About to throw away a lot of Zerglings to that Baneling. But there's 2 more behind it. Serral is going to go back to mining. He saves a lot of the drones. Look at that defense from Serral. Not too shabby, if I do say so. Silky's actually just going for a drone cycle behind this. He is behind on workers, but that being said, he's going to have to defend Serral's aggress now. He's going into +1 ranged attacks. Roach Warren going down. And is he going to be able to, choke the wall up? That's the question. Okay, he's going to full wall. Whoa, the queen's exposed. I don't know about this wall. Yeah, it's how he built the Evo. So he's going to lose a queen right here for basically free. For like 2 Zerglings at first. Oh, look at that micro from Serral, though. Silky trying his damnedest to get through, but 3 queens. I ain't no mathematician. I'm pretty sure they are going to be able to hold that little bit of link pressure. As Silky tries his damnedest to try to hold here and at the same time breach a wall. Does not do so. And now he's a little bit trapped. He had to cancel his Roach Warren. Did he? Yeah. Yeah, he had to cancel his Roach Warren. So now he's stuck in +1. No Roach Warren. Is he going to go for a Nidus or something? What the hell? Is he going to go 2-base mute again? There's no other gas being taken. Silky kind of in a weird spot now. Serral's is going for his 3rd. He's just macaron behind it. Yep, Serral is going in. He's very likely to get some good connectors. Oh, I love that from Silky, though. He does wall with the cheeky spore. Very well done by Silky. Serral is not just busted into that just yet. I don't think. Yep, he's waiting. Yeah, actually, he's going to save the Bane. Oh, that is so smart from Serral. He wants to ideally try to save the Banes. Is not going to be able to do so, but does get... well, he forces a lot of lost mining time. Still, it's kind of an awkward spot for Silky to be in. Serral going into Glio Reconstitution, has 6 drones in the way. And that said, Silky's forced into Hydra Den, I guess is his play. He's like, well, I got ranged attacks. I mean, rock, paper, scissors, I guess. Playing against Serral and all, so. Oh, that was a disaster for Silky. Immediately, like, I think that was upwards of 8. I think it was just 6. Upwards of 8 Banelings just fell. Okay, Silky's going to cheek his way into an immediate Lurker Den. But guess what? Serral's already down there scouting it with the Overseer. Very well done by Serral, getting a nice little read, too. So he now knows what his opponent's up to. He's already got his lair. He's just going to build roaches, make it a roach. Very likely to build a bunch of Ravagers, I would imagine. But there's no shot these Lurkers are going to be out in time, because guess what? It takes a while for that Lurker Den to come. And these roaches do be upgraded from Serral as well. So they're both looking at +1 for the moment. And this wall looks like it is going to be breached. Serral is kind of taking a little awkward fight in the choke point. But he just wants to clean up this wall. That being said, Link's being cleaned up of Silky's. And Serral's sitting there on 3-base saturation pretty much. With no problemos. You've been getting an Overlord in the process, it looks like. But these roaches are just dump strength through the Hydras. GG's called. Serral's going to make a quick 2-0 on the board for Basilisk Gaming. Look at that, guys. Look at the emotion in this guy's face. Oh, wait. Damn it. Just my luck. Let's go back to that. Let's try to go back to that. Look at the emotion in his face. It's like when you see Oh yeah. Serral do be such a Chad Yeti. Alright. We are going into Firefly versus my boy Reynor. Raynor's fucking hilarious, dude. I love that kid. He may be damn good, but he's fucking I think he's just funnier than hell. All right, anyway. Wait, I didn't update this. Serral, okay. Firefly versus Reynor. And this will be on my YouTube. Hello, YouTube people. I'm just going to highlight this after. It'll be on probably sometime tomorrow. I'll highlight it out. This is a very scuffed job getting into this thing. I didn't realize how much crap we had before. All right, let's see what we got for the stats here. These boys... Firefly's actually pretty good, though, to his credit. I've seen him take some pretty crazy games off people sometimes. And both these Jets would be playing with Peng when they did this. All right, he's got a solid 65 rating. 4 short from being nice. He didn't get a 69. Reynor at 83. I think it depends on the day for Reynor. He definitely could be higher than that, but wow, Twitch already made an apology, guys, about their stuff. All right, guys, let's see what we got. It should be starting up soon. All right, let's speed it up a little. Whatever I can, because it's about to... Yeah, I can't do jump again, unfortunately. Why is Twitch sorry? Because they fucked up and said... I'll have to show you guys the tweet after, because it's pretty fucking ridiculous, actually. Twitch being Twitch. Anyway, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of altitude in the blue, representing SSLT, it's Firefly. And his opponent in the bottom left. In the red, he's Zerg from Basilisk. Give it up for Reynor. Alrighty. And a big old wide open map. Let's see what these guys are up to. Is Firefly going to go Twilight or Stargate? Is he going to cheek it up and go for some robo play? That's the question. Reynor. Yeah, he's just going to say, heck you, I'm going to go take my 6 o'clock third base hatch, but you blocked me. Heck on you, Protoss. He's not going to cheese the Protoss just yet. He's just warming up. All right, let's see what happens here. Our boy, Mr. Reynor and Firefly here fighting. Even if I like the guys, I'm always rooting for the underdog. Even if this was already played. And I kind of remember the results. My memory's not that great today, so... It is the first time for me watching, too, for those of you that didn't catch this. So I am in the same boat. And actually... Looks to be a pretty standard macro opener from Reynor. He's not rushing to get his gas or anything cheeky. And Firefly's going to be a menace on the minerals. Yeah, he is going to be annoying. And it is a 20 Nexus core. Actually, 21 core for Firefly, unless I'm wrong. I'm not so sure. I missed that. That may have been a little bit later core, but I think either way, it all checks out. All right. Oof. Firefly is going to go scout around, keep an eye on things. Maybe get it. He's hoping to get a read on when and if and when the third base is going down, of course. Or McZergleton. Oh my God, he's going Stargate before Adept? Who does this? That is a greedy Stargate. He literally went to shave off seconds for the 25 gas that an Adept cost to get that Stargate really fast. That could be a little ballsy. I mean, Reynor could exploit that, but I could see... Imagine if he did that to Serral. That would be a bold move. Because Serral do be tricky with the Ling scout run-bys, like I say, and especially against Protoss. You usually find some value where you ordinarily wouldn't. Oracle is going to be scouted. That's a damn fast Oracle. I think he actually probably should have saved a chrono boost to get it out super fast. Without that chrono boost, it won't really make Hill of Beans difference. It'll still catch up after. So it is going to be a pretty damn early Oracle. There will be Queens out for defense. Reynor going in for a Spore behind it. And Warp Gate is about 40% complete. So this is going to be a hero build opener. Firefly. Or is it? Okay. He is not going for another. Huh. He's not. Okay, there's the second Oracle. His money was tied up for a bit. That was a little strange. Felt a little, something seemed a little strange about it. Firefly actually going to be not really across the map, but the Oracle. Where is the Oracle, in fact? Or is he? I don't see it. No, he kept it back home. Is going to chase Reynor's Lings. Reynor's like, you're not going to waste this Pulsar Beam on 4 Lings. Are you? Are you that crazy? Well, the answer is yes, he is that crazy. He gets two Lings and is going to back off. All right, but there's a good amount of Lings being produced for Reynor. Firefly going for Oracle, number Trace. He's going for the trifecta of Oracles with the Twilight and Forge to follow. Oh, nice snipe on the Creep Tumor as he does go poking toward the natural between the net and the third. Is going to get out the Evo Chamber. Very standard response. Very standard build order from Reynor. He's probably going to go +1 melee if I was to guess, but we'll see. All right. Will Firefly find some much needed damage against Mr. Reynor? That is the question. Ooh, he's trying his hardest to hide these damn oracles. Guys, give me just a second, actually. All right. So, lots of Lings coming for Reynor. I do like that stasis word from Firefly, though. It's kind of a cheeky spot. But Reynor's not fully all send everywhere except for right in the natural. Never mind. He's going to back off. There are 3 oracles. And look at all the sentries from Firefly. That's based. And Reynor is doing that. He's going to the Baneling Nest and everything, too. Well, Firefly's not able to find any real damage to the drone count. Reynor is starting to get that scary amount. Firefly's going for a 4th base, though, at 6 minutes. What a mad lad. I do like the force fields. The force field potential against this many Lings. He's got to know what's up. So Firefly's kind of putting an interesting plot twist to this. It's a lot of Lings, though. The units are just not there in position. So Firefly will be forced to cancel some of this off. Oracle is going to get some damage done. He is going Blank Stalker into a Robo Bay behind this. Very greedy play from Firefly. But you know what? Reynor's just focusing on getting some damage done with the Lings. Firefly does have a couple Stalkers behind that, which is not too shabby for him for defense. And we do have +1 ground weapons finishing up for our Protoss players. Reynor is going into +2 melee with centrifugal hooks and glial reconstitution behind it. Overlord speed coming as well. Pneumatized Carapace. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on. Not too shabby. I mean, honestly, considering he's not been able to get any damage done on the other side of the map so far, I mean, Firefly is at least defending pretty well, and he's being extra greedy, as greedy as he can be. Still, he's going into 2 Colossus, right into his +2 ground weapons, and getting a chargy, boys. No extended thermal lance, however. Well, we'll have to see what happens. Oracles and the Observer scouts this, so he has eyes on the army. The Oracle's going to try to push out. It's a Ventral Sack Overlord with some Queens. I think this is going to be a big Roach Ravager, Ling Bane bust from Reynor. He's got the economy. He's at 81 drones, and he could drop a hatch behind it if he wanted to. Oh, and the Distractionary Overlords. Oh, that's a nice stasis ward, though. Okay, those Overlords serve double duty purpose. Nice force fields, but with this many Ravagers, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I love all these stasis wards, though, from Firefly. Reynor is, well, he's full send. He wants to just get it done with this army. All right, there's the Queens. Shield batteries only behind the mineral line. Nothing in the front, really, to defend. And Raider's going to go bust right toward the natural. Firefly plays so damn well, though. 6 force fields. Corrosive Biles weren't landing immediately, but they are going to now. Oh, no, battery overcharge is going to be activated a little late. And, oh, those Banelings hop right onto the Colossus. Very well done by Reynor. Still, the roaches in the front kind of taking the damage. Oh, Firefly does eat a couple Biles on his Colossi. 2 more have popped. Extended Thermal Lance is not quite done yet. He did start it somewhere behind this in the engagement. The Queens are going to fall. Oh, Corrosive Biles almost landing on the Queens. And still, Firefly is in this, and he holds very solid. Excellent defense from Firefly, honestly. The Overlords running for dear life. Like, oh, shit. There's a lot of stalkers. It's a good thing we got speed. But there's enough stalkers where if they can get on top of them, they're going to be in a lot of trouble really fast. Reynor getting a few pretty quick. What would be hilarious is he could have dropped creep. But still, those are going to be some nice pickings for Reynor. Getting a lot of Overlords. Holy heck and heck. Overlord speed or not. That was 8 Overlords lost for Firefly. Why is the Firefly pop corner going? Yeah. Oh boy, Firefly now maxed out Reynor supply block for quite a while. So Firefly actually has the larger army. There's going to be a lot of roaches and lings for Reynor coming out. He's going to break his supply block. Oh! But yet another Overlord falls. That's a 9th Overlord to fall so far here. I love the stasis boards going behind it. Laser Giraffes doing their thing. And the Stalkers and the Laser Drafts and the Oracles up here on the top. Do we have any sentries? Oh, if only had some sentries and a Warp Prism, that would be clutch. There are a lot of Ravagers, but still would be nice to see. Yeah, he's got to be careful. I like the Warp Prism micro, but it's getting close. Oh, the Banelings hop right on top of the Colossi. Still exceptional micro from Firefly. He does eat a couple Biles behind this. Firefly's playing really well, taking a 5th base behind a Reynor. Does have his 5th as well, but that supply block cost him quite a bit. Oh, we got a charge lot running by coming through the right flank as well. Lings are going to go to try to intercept. Carapace on the way. Reynor desperate trying to cheek out an upgrade before. But guess what? Firefly's in the main base. The little Zealot run by does help. Oh, well, the Bile I thought for a second was going to hit that Warp Prism. Or does not do so. Firefly has to be careful still. It do be Reynor, and he is, well, he's got a good, really good position, to be honest. The Roaches hitting the Colossi is what he doesn't want to have happen. Zealot's getting a lot of work done. 9 workers falling. Holy shit, is Firefly going to do it, guys? He looks like he's in a very dominating position. I wouldn't have hated to seen some disruptors behind it. Or even if he started... not necessarily another Colossi, but definitely some disruptors behind this would have been kind of nice. Because he's on such a high economy. Firefly had 86 to 64 workers. There are disruptors? I don't even see him. Oh, he's got them. Yeah, they're probably just showing back home if he did make them. I didn't even see him in production. All right, that being said, it doesn't really matter. There goes the lair. Firefly's gotten God's work done. Dark Shrine is on the way, and +3 ground weapon is going to be finishing up here in a little bit for Firefly. Reynor certainly on his back foot. Well, that said, he's trying to get some worker damage done on the other side of the map, but I don't know. If Reynor could beat this, that would be something. I don't think it's just... I don't foresee it, fam. I don't foresee it. GG. Now, funnily enough, Hope, this is a pre-recorded thing. For World Team League, it's all a clean feed. So this is already pre-recorded, but even if I was doing it, there's no... None of us have it. Yeah. It's literally a clean feed. Same thing. This is literally the same thing that Wardy and Roddy and Steadfast and all the guys use. And the Ducklings and Bale. Yeah, that was actually really good. I'm with you, Yeti. That was just honestly ridiculously good defense. Really good force fields. he didn't get impatient, and he just made some really good decisions. Reynor didn't play bad at all either. It's just Firefly was too good on his D game. Yeah. That was pretty good. Is Reynor going to come back? Now, interestingly enough, Firefly has brought the score. Yeah, true, Flapjack. Big true. That guy, like I said, Firefly is a pretty good player, and I didn't watch these. I saw some of the outcomes. Maybe I didn't this week, or maybe I watched some of it. I remember my team was playing, and I couldn't because of work. Speaking of work, I have to cast my other one too. Oof. I love casting at times, but work comes first, you know. Did I even eat much today? Damn. Oof. Oh, yeah. So in between that, the Twitch decisions. Pretty wild stuff. You guys should take a look at this thread, but I got to find the original ones. They're backpedaling basically on all the bullshit they said earlier. And someone had it. I didn't actually see the notification they made, but they got called out hard. This was the original. That was the reaction, their change. And this is the bullshit they were talking on. I use that. So imagine World Team League or ESL or a big sports eSports organization. Any game, it'd be whatever. You're not like D4 Rigatron. You bought it. You're going to be spawning in the bottom right corner. It was Firefly and his opponent in the upper left. A Reynor from SSLT and Basilisk Gaming. Guys, if you're new here, do me a favor. Smash that follow button. Please and thank you if you're new. Done a good job scaring away hundreds of people like usual. Well, there you go, guys. It's the World Team League sponsors. Sharky Boy, Bird Antlers, TGIF, and whatever the hell this stuff is. Tau Rio. Yeah, this is World Team League. It's a recast because I didn't get to catch the other one. I should have checked the quality too. Actually, guys, I'm going to embarrass myself and just do this, even though it's going to... Oh, nope, we're good. I just wanted to make sure we were good. It is a recast because I am not able to cast World Team League live right now. It's the best I can do for them. And my team is coming up next. So, just saying. We have potential to see Rotterdam play, by the way, guys. With the score. Firefly is up. Serral is going to be playing for Berserker this week. That's awesome. Oh, my goodness. Too funny. Against Dragon Kitesy Gaming. The owner of Berserker eSports. What a legend, guys. Am I right? Serral's such a Chad. Imagine being like a Platinum Diamond 3 Zerg player playing against like Hero or any of the fam from DKZ. Solar. Dark. Oh, God. Too funny. Anyway, he's going to be Stargate opener again from Firefly, playing very standard. Reynor going for metabolic. Actually, everything's looking pretty cut and dry for both of them. Store for another macro game in our sixth game in our third series. And World Team League, for those of you that don't know, is in the Chinese format, so it's a best of twos. Or The best of twos are best of ones. I'm kind of shot, so ignore me, but it's something along those lines. I guess it is a best of two, but it's a point on the board for each, and you're going for a total team score. I'm just a little out of it. That's all right. We got some links pushing across the map. Reynor wants to get some pressure, and he's got some more behind it. Metabolic boost going to pop here in just 10 seconds. And that means he's going to have some zippy boilings. Firefly not in a position to take a third base just yet. He's played a little different. He's not quite ready to take it. Reynor going for a Roach Warren earlier this time. So this is fundamentally a different game. All right. What's Firefly's blend? Is he going for a 430 third? We don't have any like cheeky follow-up. Aha, I have a faster Twilight now or anything like that. No, he's just going to take a little delayed, about 420, 430. Third Nexus is my guess. Not even, just a little delayed. It's about 14 seconds off from a standard timing. But nothing too greedy either. Oh, the Adepts are getting surrounded. The Oracles do find their way back. Are going to buy some time. That being said, the Shades are forced, and Firefly's going to have to go back to the defensive. He's going to warp in a couple of Adepts. It's going to be enough here to hold. Yeah, it's not a lot of lings left for Reynor. Still, Reynor dropping some spores. He's got some roaches out already for defense for these Adepts. Okay, so that's the play. Firefly was faking out Glaive Adepts, but we could still see resonating Glaives, which would be interesting. It's been a nice little modification of the hero build. It's really like the hero meta that changed so much in this matchup, which made it way cooler than the old days. So many different viable strats from both players, particularly Protoss, rather than seeing Void Rays all day, because that shit got old as fuck. Let's be honest here, folks. That was not an ideal PvZ patch on either side. Void Rays and Queen Walks, oh my. I will say Lambo had that shit down pretty good, though. Okay, Oracles are forced to be recalled. And, Firefly's just started to saturate his third base a little. 3 worker kills, but saves the Oracles, though they did take a bit of a beating. Reynor not rushing to fourth base, rather. But he's going for that double gas, and it's natural. And actually, he's taking, I believe he's taking 6 gases. So, Reynor's going a little gas heavy. He's going to definitely hit some kind of timing attack, I'm assuming. That 6-minute fourth hatch. It's got to be some really big move out from Reynor after. He's trying to. He wants to get him with a really good timing attack. With that +1 coming. Glio Reconstitution on the way. Still, +1 and Blink. Firefly is going into a robotics facility again this game. Oracle's going to put some pressure on this, but have to be careful. The Queens are right there. Firefly is just going to get a nice little rev tag and get the heck out of there. He's just going to skirt away. There is no blink done. Should be pointed out, and he is going to push out. Nice stasis ward behind this. I don't hate it. There's not a ton of lings, but a good amount. Decent amount of depths with this, but still, it's enough for Firefly. Has to be careful. He's trying to target fire. The Queen forces a transfuse. Forces a couple transfuses. That's about it. Oracle's going out to try to distract him. That being said, another Queen is there in the Spore. He's going to have to be careful. Yeah, he's getting dangerously low in health there. Reynor trying to cheek out a ling. He's going to find that base is in a very exposed position for the fourth for Firefly. It's a great timing if you're playing Gateway Man style, or even it's a high econ game now. So I don't really hate it, but he is going to have to be forced to defend Robotics Bay and another robotics facility on the way. So is he going to go Colossus again? I have a feeling he will. In a game like this, if he gets a good read on it, this is one where you want to see Roach disruptors for sure when you have this much Roach Ravager. And especially if it's a high Roach count. It's like fighting a lot of, in a way, not quite the same, but kind of like fighting a lot of Marauders against Terran. So he would want to have some balls. All right, Ravagers behind this are going to be able to land some corrosive bile. Static defense not quite done yet. Still, there are some more force fields. Is there another one? No, there is not. These sentries look like they're as good as dead. The Ling's hopping into the fight. Blink has finished, but that being said, Firefly is forced in an awkward position here. Very nice place from Reynor. Reynor's just going to bust on ahead. He's going to corrosive bile down the shield battery. It is going to be target fired. And damn, these roaches are just tanking it all. More stalkers warping in. The Ravagers finally taken down. Nice blink back. But the numbers game is not looking good for Firefly. It's 19 to 122 army supply. 17 to 120 something army supply. God damn, Reynor hit an inject timing. The fourth hatch. GG's calling Reynor with a smile on his face. Is going to take game number 2 in the third series for Basilisk Gaming. Very cool stuff. So does that mean Rotterdam's up, guys? Does that mean we get to see old man Roddy play? Oh, buddy, if so. Are we going to see Phoenixes? Because it's 3-3. But I think it may actually put you to ace point. I think. So I think they would have ace. So obviously they're probably going to go, yeah, we think we might want Serral in. Firefly is so damn good, though. Still very well played. All right, so they're going to pick their player. So I don't think they're going to be picking Roddy. No offense to Mr. Roddy himself, but, you know, I don't think it's going to happen. As entertaining as that would be. You know? Serral versus... Yeah, it's probably going to be the GOAT, Mighty. Thank you again for the huge raid, by the way. Guys, make sure you follow Mighty. He's a hell of a guy. You and Mr. Barry Crunchimus. And a few other little raids here from peeps. He's a pretty good player, too. I should have done that again earlier, but, you know. It's been some time. I'm thinking most of the chat's asleep here. All right, let's see what they get. Let's speed it up a little bit. What are we going to get? What are we getting? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this could be forever for all we know. Okay, it looks like we see what we got. Did you guys see that? It's going to be Reynor versus Firefly. The ace match is going to be Reynor again. Firefly took a game off of him, guys. That was an interesting decision from Basilisk. Still, Reynor is pretty damn good. All right, let's get into it here in just a moment. All right, spawning the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon. It is Firefly from SSLT. Coming in it to try to win it. And his opponent in the upper left. He ain't Rocky Balboa, but he is Italian. Get it for the Italian stallion himself, Mr. Reynor. The red from Basilisk Gaming. Okay. And I forgot. I had my camera on. All right. He's going to force out a triangle third Reynor. Not looking like he's going for a pool first, obviously. He isn't going to cheese the Protoss and proxy hatch. Either. Still. How you doing, Skylar? What's up? All right, so we be gaming. Firefly just going to keep poking around here, getting some information. Probably going to harass the minerals. The usual stuff. But winner takes it in match point here, boys. What's APA? Oh, APM. Oh, you thought he said APM. I think he's saying what's up. That's funny. That do be funny. Alrighty. And yeah, it's a little harassed, like I said. Nothing too crazy going on just yet at the beginning of the game, of course. We don't have any pool first proxy hatch, forges going down, proxy gates, none of it. I think we got ourselves potentially another macro game. Reynor coming in with that disgustingly good timing in the previous game. Still Firefly taking a point off of him. I don't blame them for putting him up for the ace. I just was surprised we didn't see Serral. They wanted to give the champ a chance here. Mr. Balboa, Reynor himself. You know? One of my favorite things is I posted a picture on Twitter before. I know everybody's done the reference where a laser looks like Drogo from Rocky 4. But I actually put a picture on Twitter before. I'm like, you know what this reminds me of? They had Reynor versus a laser. And I literally put a picture of Rocky versus Drogo. And it's just so hilarious. It was good stuff. No, he's got Stargate. Well, he took a game off of him before. Skylar, he did play a standard macro game. He didn't have to all in with the Resonating Glaive Adepts. Firefly actually outplayed Reynor in the previous set. This is the ace match. What do you mean, Drogo? You know, the Russian in Rocky 4. What up, Maddox? How you doing, brother? In the movie Rocky 4, Rocky had to fight Theo as a dancer. True. But if you see the picture, he has an uncanny resemblance to the actor. Drago. Oh, you may. Ah, yeah, I misspoke. Thank you. Drago. Nothing we could have done better there, bud. Too funny. Caster Maddox in the house. What is up, my guy? As well as Mr. Grandmaster Skylar. What's up? All right, Adept's going to shade. And just be forced to cancel. That would be a big throw to just let that shade complete. Reynor again going for a roach warning. Good morning, Skylar. Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, Lurko. What up, buddy? All right, anyway. Roach warning is going to be scouted by the Shades. Double Oracle going in for the kill. What a based move. He just went in. He knew the queens were right there, but he's like, you know, we're going to go in and just get a worker or two, get off the third Oracle coming in. He's going to try to keep him busy, but Reynor's got a lot of queens out. He's been not missing a beat on these injects and spreading the creep this early in the game. And defending is the impressive part, is what I was getting at. It's going to be a blink +1 build from Firefly. All right. Hello. Lenny and Leon, the Lings, leading the charge. Dancing in front of the Oracles. Dancing in front of the disco balls. Like it's Saturday Night Fever. Alrighty. Well, blinking +1 on the way. And we'll see what happens here. A little bit of a pick-off app. Battery is going to be pretty nice. And Reynor's just going to back off for now. Still, it's a timing attack. We got 2 Ventral Sack Overlords coming. Pneumatized Carapace even timed out right with this. Oh, God. Blink is a far cry away. We don't have anything cheeky. This is where you need something cheeky, like a Dark Shrine. This could just be a build order loss. Yeah, I mean, you could technically hold, but the Ling's going into the natural too means this is going to be damn dirty. No, it is going to be deflected in the nap. It's still shield battery going down. Firefly knows something's up. The Adept's going to shade, catch some of this push. And is he ready? He's going to drop another battery, trying to get a couple batteries. The Oracle's forced to clean up the Lings. Actually, I don't hate that. But he is going to need some energy. Doesn't have any stasis wards, so that helped. That really saved his ass in previous games. Oracle's coming in clutch, though, against the Lings. Trying to fight off the Queens with the combined force. The Ravagers and Roaches coming from 2 flanks. There's a lot of Zerg over here. Battery overcharge is coming in clutch, but it's about to run out. The Transfuse is still coming in good, and one of the Queens does finally fall, but so does 2 Oracles. Shield battery finishing up Blink. I can't tell if it finished because they're on the units tab. Firefly's tried his damnedest to hold on here. But I think Reynor just bust him. He is way down in supply. And still, Firefly does have to reinforce. He's still holding in. There's no reason to tap out just yet because you just literally at the time you kill enough of the army you hold, you're still in the game. It's not like game over. Reynor is at 53 drones. Actually, he would be in a pretty good spot. Oh, no, unlucky. He pulled back and then ate the biles. That was an unfortunate mistake, but also a little bit of luck. I would say that is a little bit of luck. Let's be real, guys. That was quite unfortunate. Firefly lost 7 probes right there. Where had he held that and not taken much of a hit on them, that was looking like he could have been in a pretty commanding position because Reynor has been pumping out, mostly just pumping out army units, pumping out queens, and I think Firefly he's microing on the front. I think more importantly, but he is losing some stalkers behind it. Blink is a little late on the corrosive bile there. He lost 4 more workers, but still, stalkers are fighting hard. Well, I think that's +2 on the way for Firefly. He ultimately holds, keeps the base, but loses a good amount of workers. So nice play by Reynor, but nonetheless, Firefly is fighting hard. The game ain't ogre. He is eking up a little bit of army supply. He's killed most of Reynor's before. We don't have any follow-up, though. As rough it is, I'm glad he's getting +2, but I would have loved to seen him going for charge or something, at least just anything. But you got to be decisive. The reason is he has nothing to counter the Zerglings. Yeah, but you could build some Adepts or Zealots. They're going to be slow Zealots, but they can tank for the Stalkers at least. But he needs something as a component for the Speedlings. All right, ranged attacks on the way for Reynor behind this. Reynor's going for a 4th hatch. Still pumping out units. I do like the Robo Bay behind this. All right, so there's creep spread right in his face now. We do have an Oracle. An Observer. We lost the Oracles forever ago. And he's going to clean up some of this, shall we say faster creep spread. Still, that Ventral Sack Overlord is not going to be scouted. Firefly trying to take a 4th. That is such cheeky play from Reynor. This is actually a recast because I am a World Team League caster technically, but with my new job and everything else, I can't cast World Team League live. It's just literally no possibility for me to do it. So all I can do is recast, unfortunately, but still. And this one's in a little bit older one. I'm going to be starting to catch up. I think I'm going to probably do some of my week like that because the ladder is just too painful sometimes during the weekdays. Casting is tough too, but I think some days if I'm going to do something for a productive stream for the community, we're better off with some World Team League casts. All right, that said, 2 balls on the way. These Roaches and Ravagers probably going to force a cancel. That battery overcharge is going to be helpful to blink back to, but still, 13 workers falling to the main is not ideal for our Protoss player. Yeah, he is now 55 to 65 workers. The 4th base, he needs to hold because he's going to need that, income. Oh, the Biles, the Roaches, the Lings, everything. Yeah, it's just too much DPS. He's going to lose it. He would have been better off canceling it after all, but it seemed like he was kind of okay. It's like a look at Zerg moment you're feeling when you're the Protoss player, even if it is Reynor. It's the situation. Oh, he loses both disruptors, does land a juicy Nova, but I don't know if it's enough. He needed to keep one of them at least to have any hope of getting a bigger army up and kind of getting some good trades. Yeah, we still even have the Speedling surviving over there. Stalkers trying desperately to hold it. But yeah, Firefly's just feeling bad, man. Right now, you can just tell Reynor at a 90 army supply to 56. And going into the Hive, that's a scary position to be against. Absolutely terrifying. Funnily enough, did Firefly start saturating his main again? I think he did. He's going into more balls. No speed prism. But yeah, the key is you want to kill the Roaches and Ravagers in this case. I don't think disruptor drops on the drones are worth it. Yeah, he's just trying to find them at an angle. He sees where the army is. Because if you can get a couple cheeky disruptor drops, is going to do so. No, he doesn't risk it. Okay, that actually, the fight went in his favor. Yeah, that definitely did. Okay, he's going to zone back Reynor some more. But really, he's just buying time for... Oh my God, the Lings are still out. that Overlord has still got most of those lings. And just when Firefly feels like he's going to gain some momentum, he is going to be in a bit of trouble. He does have he could have built a Void Ray too. As dumb as it sounds, there's actually a use for it. I mean, and we are, the time of the game's changing too, but still, one Void Ray doesn't usually do much. Oh, nice Nova. That was actually pretty good, considering it's a Reynor especially. Oh, and that one was sick, but he does lose the other Disruptor. Not like this Firefly. He's going into Reynor's going into +2 ranged. Well on its way, about 75% complete. Hoods up, game face on. True. That do be Reynor. Reynor's playing very tough right now. Firefly getting some good Novas, but losing those Disruptors pretty quickly. In one case, it was a little inevitable from how they attacked, but still not ideal. It seems like the Queens are even hitting the Warp Prism, but some Disruptors land. 2 Adepts going, trying to find some value to bring Reynor back. Reynor not taking the bait, just puts a little bit of his army there. These Vipers are going to be a big problem for Mr. Firefly, though. We don't have feedbacks available. Reynor does have some. Oh my God, that was almost a big. Oh, could you guys imagine? That would have been game changing. That Nova was so close to connecting. That actually would have been a game changing moment right there. With the Disruptor nerf or not. Oh no, Disruptor's getting pulled forward again. Does he get a chance to lose? Well, he gets to shoot it, but ultimately, there was just too good of a pre-split before. So by the time he actually had a chance to land one, Reynor was in a good position and able to control his army because he didn't have to micro the Vipers. Oh, he can't land a single Nova. Oh, this is heartbreaking from how good Firefly's been playing. Damn. From his perspective, just got to say, he's had some mistakes this game, but he had a very committed pressure attack, shall we say, earlier on from Mr. Reynor, and ultimately is in a bit of trouble here. Velno. Disruptor is going to go find some value. Is he going to save the Disruptor? He knows he's lost it. GG's very frustrated, but Reynor is going to give the thumbs up. Smiling in the hoodie. The mad lad that he is. Taking the dub for Basilisk. It's 4-3. All right, coming up, it is Berserker eSports versus ABS. All right, guys, I'm going to take a brief break, and we'll be back. Well, folks, I don't think those are Sennheisers. He's saying if you put those on your head, you actually smell like chicken. No joke. You will actually gain 100 APM just from wearing those headphones. You know what I'm saying? And they can be yours for the everyday price of $69.69. All right. All right, here we are, guys. Actually, let's do it. Or it should be off camera or whatever, but... And here we are. It is Berserker eSports versus ABS. From ABYDOS, I think. Oh, no. Yeah, it is ABYDOS. Why am I writing ABS? All right, so we got the Mega, Mixu, Poppy, and Holden. Guys, look at this. We have Holden. I think he was a record right then. Spatz, Soul Spirit, Battle being T-Bull. That's my team, Berserker. And they're up against Team NV, Mondo, SOS, Quana, Dongregu. I didn't realize, yeah. They have the Team NV roster, but it's ABYDOS. They became Creator, Cure, and Nightmare. What a scary, scary team to play against. And those pictures were absolutely excellent from Ferral. All right, there's our boy Spatsy Boy against the GOAT Cure. Spatz is the GOAT, though. Let's be real here. Spatz is a hella good kid. He is the underdog in this match, but he's still hella good. We got our boy Mixu against Cure. T-Bull against Nightmare. Will Holden end up on the roster? No Holden was on this week. Would have been sick to see my boy Holden on there. What is this? This is World Team League from last week or the week before because I'm behind on this stuff. But I figured I'd at least give it a shot, do some casting when I can, even if it's a recast. We just watched Basilisk Gaming. We had Trigger, Reynor, and Serral against SSLT. Take the dub in a 4-3. 68 too low for Cure. I think that is a little... That is... Oh, it's Creator. For Creator, yeah. I think it's a little low for Creator. Creator's fucking good. He can take down or go down to many. And the upper leagues. Creator's a hella good player. I personally think that's a little low for Creator. But it's a PvP. And yeah. This is for my team. Ferral came in. He's like, you know what, Dave? I said I'd do it, even though obviously I got to cast the whole thing. Usually, I mean, I don't have to do whatever because I'm a working guy. This isn't my this is my extracurricular hustle, if you will. I do like my main source of income. No, I didn't. Oops. I did not get a new PC. Did not. Did not. All right. What I did is I change up some. I redid my PC, and I did put it in a new solid state. Jano. All right. And I did a little tweak in my stream, so I don't have all my commands, but I changed things up. Yeah, I already had an NVMe, but I went from like a 500 or 512 to a 2 terabyte for the main OS drive. And I wouldn't call it an upgrade, but I went to Windows 11 for my clean install. So I was like, I'm gotta fuck around with it for work, and as much as stuff's on, I wanted the challenge of fighting with some things. But also, I'm doing a lot of work in OBS with streamer.bot. All right, what the fuck? We can speed this up a little bit. Jesus, Murphy. We gonna match anytime soon? Okay, well, we're missing the match. Come on. Come on. All right, anyway, spawning in the upper right corner from ABYDOS. Give it up for Creator in the red. And his opponent in the bottom left, it is Spatzy Boy in the blue from Berserker eSports. Sorry for that introduction. I had to skip it ahead because we don't want to waste more time than we have to. I'm rambling on when we got games that we could be watching. All right, folks, here we go. Little Protoss versus Protoss. Spatzy Boy's going for a 1 gate, it looks like. Or at least he's going for the low ground setup, but more than likely he's going for a 1 gate expand against Creator. I like that Spatz is mixing it up a bit. Spatz certainly could take games off Creator, for sure. He is a really good, possibly underrated Protoss player, and he is a grinder. All right, so he's not even a mess with the Nexus just yet. He's going for the second gas after all. Probably going for a Stargate opener instead. And he's going to go get his scout off. Creator being annoying. Wants to block that Nexus just in case. Because you can still go Stargate Nexus. You could change it up and go for a cheeky quick Twilight, for that matter. We'll see what happens. All right. With that said, we shall see. All right, Zealot's coming out. He knows what to do. He knows there's going to be a pylon drop, most likely. It's the pretty standard scenario to a 1 gate expand versus a 2 gate. Okay, he's just going to drop the Stargate. He doesn't give a ding. He doesn't give a rat's pajamas about it. All right, the Zealot's coming down to wrestle him up. He's going to go against the pathing, so the probe will be a menace. The Adept certainly will kill the probe if the Zealot and the probe cannot. That do be the facts. All right, let's go. Spatzy Boy, can he do it? I don't want to give spoilers here, but the outcomes have long been done for this. Pharaoh was just in here too. He's like, oh, you mean the one where we got popped? Well, yeah. Still, we need some Berserker casting if we had Berserker playing. So I am doing this, my team. Alrighty, let's go here. Double Adepts. Kind of desynchronized. Actually, no, that was double Adepts and double Stalker from Creator. Spatz is not in position with his probe. And the Stalkers are going to be definitely a pain in the ass. Decent defense, though. Actually, that was... Considering it's a Zealot and a Stalker on the high ground. Very, very well done by Spatz. Spatz actually is going to have a later Nexus than his opponent. But the 2 Adepts are going to shade across the map. Probe's still in the base. Creator's just trying to be annoying, but he's going to have the faster Nexus than the guy that wanted to go 1 gate expand, but went 1 gate Stargate. Not that huge. It's not like monumentally huge. It definitely adds up. We can still have a game, but he's not paying attention. He had the probe in the wall after all. And the Adepts are going to make their way in with a shade. Potentially getting some workers. All right. He was trying to attack with the workers too to get some extra DPS. Kills the probe. The probe actually going down was a little rough, but you know what? He ultimately does it over here. Still, that being said, the Adept is going to survive. Another Oracle coming out. Warp gate is completed for him, and Blink is already started for Mr. Creator. And he's even going to pick off a probe for his troubles before the Adept falls. Oh, no, he isn't. The shield battery activated just in time. Very nice for Mr. Spatsy boy. But that said, he's going to be behind on his Twilight and his Blink, consequently. Army supplies basically even spots with one unit lead. Or actually, it's a supply, but it's going to be 2 Oracles. So not the greatest fighting units against Stalkers, per se. But do make a difference. The Hallucinated Phoenix is going to see the Oracles. And Spatz is going to realize that it's a hallucination, but he has to be careful not to lose him to the Stalkers and the Sentries. He's going to get a few rev tags. Spatz not researching Blink just yet, though. He's going for a Dark Shrine. Interestingly enough, Creator is going for a robotic facility, but that is actually a really cool play from Spatz. So he's like, you know what? We're going to try to, we're a little behind here. We're going to go for the one behind Dark Shrine. Very cool stuff from Spatsy boy. All right, that being said, he looks like he might lose an Oracle. Oh, just barely saves it. Barely saves the Oracle. I wonder how many HP it had, but that's down to the single digits. All right, Spatz is posturing to take a third base. Or he's going to psych him out because he sees that the Dark Shrine scouted the robotic facilities finishing anyway. Doesn't really matter. There's an observer coming out immediately. Spatz doesn't have any tech, so he's basically got the option for maybe getting lucky and cheeking out some damage or some DTs or going into some Archons. But realistically, he needs some other stuff. Creator going into the +1 as well. Neither player with a third base just yet. Kind of a wonky, haphazard little start to the game. Oracle, I don't know why he did that. Spatz, you should have went into the main. Oracle is going to go down, so that's 2 Oracles down. Spatz just starting Blink. There is a proxy pylon. The observer is going out. And I wonder if that pylon's going to be scouted. That said, Creators, he knows the hold between his net and his third. He's trying to take it. They're both trying to get a third base up. Creator is going to have that upgrade advantage, though. We don't see a Forge drop for Spatz. Doesn't have a Robo of his own either. Okay, so the next observer is canceled. For Creator. Oh, the pylon is going to be found. That's actually going to be very likely a dead DT, too. Yeah, it is. We even have some force field potential here. And guess what? 2 observers are out. The DT. Oh, no, Spatz. Not like this. Every little loss from here is rough. But that's 125, 125, and another 100 minerals falling for the pylon. That's going to certainly go down behind this. All right, so we have Shadow Stride being researched by Spatz. He's not just going Dark Templar. He's doubling down on Dark Templar. He's like, God darn it. We are pot committed. We have Blink just now. We're going to be up against an opponent with upgrade advantages. He's going to have detection. We're going to have old Blinky DTs. All right. I do like that Spatz is the 2 Xenlaga Watchtowers, but again, no upgrades, no tech advantage. Creator actually has the photon cannons in the base, even with his shield battery going at the third. Photon cannon, it's okay. He just has the 1 built, but nonetheless, he's in a very good defensive spot. Spatz trying to get a Robo. Just now starting charge. Again, being behind on upgrades with no Forge down is kind of rough. He will have charge eventually with this, but it's going to be a long ways away. Creator is going to have a pretty good timing attack. Surprised he didn't get a Warp Prism, actually. Yeah, Spatz, I mean, he's got to try some. I don't blame him for trying DTs. I think he just got a little nervous here. I'm with you, though, Yeti. It is definitely a wacky one. But it's a smart move to try going DTs if you know you're that far behind. Yeah, it is. It's cool. It's cool. This game, the pace of the game got hella crazy, and I think that was a bit of luck and a bit of a read. How and why Creator went for a Robo that quick on opening for a Twilight Forge is interesting. But I think he was just playing it safe for sure. This game is little bonkers. Spatsy boy's just going for his Forge right now. We do have a couple Zealots coming. Charge is going to fit his form somewhere in here. And the Stalker supply is pretty okay. Spatz with an aggressive Blink. Is going to work out for him. But it's 2 DTs from Creator. Creator somehow got DTs behind this. Uh-oh, it's a trap. Does Spatz have any detection? That's the question. I don't think. Okay, no, I think he doesn't. Oh, no. This has gone from bad from, oh my God, creators got DTs everywhere. So the shoe is on the other foot, as they say. As creator is just all over the place. He's like, well, you like DTs, buddy? I'll see your DTs and raise you with more, with a war prism. Now that's actually kind of comical to see this, though. Oh, wow, he's microing the war prism against us even. The BM, Spatz losing 35 and counting workers. The war prism is trying to be targeted. Spatz desperately trying to cling on. The DT's even being recalled. I think it's one. No, it was a zealot. Either way, it's 28 to 61 workers. Army supply's pretty close. He didn't lose any bases, but to lose that kind of econ. Oh my God, that DT sounded hilarious. Pretty big catches from creator. I didn't even see that happen. GG. There's not much Spatzy boy could do, unfortunately, for my brothers in Berserker eSports. Still a good game. Nonetheless, a pretty good game. So we got a PvP, a ZVT, and another PvP. Our boy Holden wasn't playing though yet. He was actually, he mentioned on the roster, Holden has played in one thus far, which is pretty based. All right, so Spatz versus Creator, game number 2 coming up here. Let's take a look and see if we can, we got any leeway to speed it up to get to it. Oh, no, it's the same time. They'll be starting up here in a few. Anyway, let's see what we got. Mamma mia. We'll see what we get. We will see what we get. Oh, come on. It was as close as I could go. Damn you, YouTube. All right, here we go. We got our game coming up. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Van in the blue, representing Berserker eSports. Give it up for Spatz. And his opponent in the upper left, representing ABYDOS in the red. Give it up for Creator. Formerly of Team NV. Basically, Team NV became ABYDOS. Alrighty. We will see what we can do. And, yeah, looking like a high ground from both of them. A little more traditional Protoss versus Protoss. Is there actually a traditional Protoss versus Protoss? The answer is yes. 2-gate on the high ground. All right. But this could lead to a lot of things. Are we going to see any proxy robo action? Are we going to see any 4-gates? That is the question. I think we're going to see a macro game, but it's entirely possible for either player to do something cheeky. Still, Spatz played it out pretty well against Creator last game. My boy Spatz was doing a little bit all right. I'm sure he's a little disappointed. But nonetheless, still a good show from my Berserker brother, Mr. Spatzy. All right. And, well, Stalker Sentry opener from Creator. Spatsy Boy going double Adept. And both players out with their probes scouting. Ooh, Spatz drops the pylon. He wants to get this probe and actually deny the vision of the units if he can. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. He's going to ultimately cancel. I guess I don't think that's really worth it unless you know you're going to catch it. So the two Adepts are going to be scouted. So Creator will be able to defend. Wait, he's going for oh, you madman. There's a Stalker there. Oh, he's going to get the block. He is going to get the block. Now, the thing is, the probe's over here. Is there going to be another one? Spatz may be able to time this just so right to do. Oh, no, the probe's going back. He knows the Adepts are coming. Look at how good Creator is. Look at how good Creator is. He pulled the probe back he like literally knew the timing if the shade happened. I mean, I almost wish Spatz didn't shade then because that may have potentially caught Creator off guard, but that was so sick of a catch. All right, it's going to be a Stargate versus a Twilight. I would have rather seen a Twilight out of Spatsy Boy, honestly. Creator's a bit of a tough opponent to get some Oracle damage on. He's going for a Proxy. Is he going to go 3-gate Stargate? No, he's got a Nexus. It's a Proxy Pylon, but not a lot of units out for Spatz. There are 3 Stalkers at his doorstep. And, well, the Adepts are going to come back into the fight. Oh, there are 3 Stalkers now, but one is going to go down first. The fight's going in favor. Okay, that's just a probe. Never mind. Well, it is. Okay, Creator just traded pretty damn well for 3 Stalkers. I think he is going to ultimately be able to walk away retaining his Stalker here. Spatz, faster Nexus, I think. But Creator was going for that very fast blink Stalker play. So it is a pretty quick blink build. Yeah, I don't know. Oracles are damn good. It would have been kind of cool to see Spatz cheek it up and go into Phoenixes or something, though. I'm not going to lie. I think that would have been some fun. We don't see it as often in these matchups, but I think it would have been a cheeky play. Sometimes we do. I can't say that. Pro PvP, when you're on the board for World Team Leagues, you're going to see some cheeky stuff from time to time. And it is not going to be the case, though, but it is going to be an Oracle. Creator doesn't know it's there yet, but he has all the tools he needs to defend. Oracle not going to find any value. Ooh, even the Proxy Pylon scouted for Spatz. Spatz going for a pretty quick third base, though. That is a somewhat early third base for PvP. Ooh, Stasis Ward even getting trapped. He can't find any value of this Oracle. And that's it. Oh, the Oracle is going to survive for now. All right. Spatz is at least keeping Creator busy a little bit. Creator is going to be postured to take his third, if he so chooses to do so. He's got his probe in position. Looks like he is waiting for that 400 minerals. Yep, he's going to take it. As we see in the minimap. Oop, Creator wants to get this probe. All right, shield battery just now going down, but all the Stalkers have arrived. Both players have warp gate, but blank is not done for Spatz. It's a ways off. And I don't think this greed's going to pay off. There's no shield batteries anywhere for Spatz. He may be forced to sack the third. Creators is going down behind this as well. That's a kill, not a cancel on the shield battery even. Yeah, it's gone from bad to worse. Spatz waiting for 3 more gates to come back online here. Oh, and Creator even makes his way up in the main. So he almost gets a gateway. It does have potential to actually... He almost had potential to snipe the pylon. Oh, Spatz, you're going to start taking hull damage on the Nexus. Not like this. Okay, so there's no observer. Spatz should have actually just pushed ahead. I know it's fewer units, but he's going to lose. He's going to lose the Nexus. Oh, no. Spatz loses the Nexus. Not like this. All right, Spatz trying to find some value with an Oracle. It's still barely alive, but I think we might have shield batteries already. Nonetheless, that is a rough situation to be in, losing your third base like that. Poor Spatsy. All right, that being said, we do have another proxy from Spatsy. Proxy from Spatsy. Yeah? I I'm going to have to remember that one, guys. Ooh, nice probe pull for Creator. Unluckily for Spatz, he does get you 3 workers in the stasis wardy. But that said, Spatz is going to go with a little pressure. Then Creator's army's all here. He has the shield battery on the left side, so has a pretty good defensive position. Spatz on that one behind Dark Shrine again. Big Daddy Immortal's coming out, though. And, yeah. Let's see if we get an observer with this after. Spatz knows he has to do something because losing that Nexus like that was very sad. Even lost the battery, not able to cancel it in the pylon. So you're talking 600 minerals, potential for more income, and a lot of lost mining time that would have ordinarily just been taking place. You didn't even have a chance to use that Nexus, which is a bloody shame. All right, Stalker's blinking back. Yeah, they get a little bit of a blink battle, but 2 Immortals is kind of scary. The stasis ward's there. I do kind of like that. Charge just now being started for Creator with +1 ground weapons. All right. And a little bit of a sloppy fight from Spatz, but he wants to kill the Immortal. It has a lot of units. The Creator actually has more of an army supply in total. And actually, I think there is an observer in here. We'll see. Spatz forgetting he built the Dark Shrine. He probably should have snuck some out in there. Now there's photon cannons going down behind this. I seriously think Spatz forgot about the Dark Shrine. He just knows he's too far behind. He couldn't crack him. Oof. And it looks like the first series is going to go to ABYDOS and the Creator. Can Mixu bring it back for the Berserkers in our second set? That is the question. He is going to be fighting Cure. Oh. He is going to be fighting Cure. Oof. All right, my dudes. Makes you rated with a straight across the board 50. Can Mr. Mixu get some damage done against Mr. Cure, who's rated 85? Cure is pretty cracked. Let's be real. This is going to be a tough ZVT for Mr. Mixu if you're looking at my team side. On the other hand, yeah, Cure's tough. Yeah, Cure is certainly going to be a tough one for Mixu. Oh, yeah, shall see. Yeah, shall see here, folks. Jesus, I did decide to do this a little weird time. Alrighty. All right, I should skip ahead on these. The next one, I'm definitely doing it. Let's go to here. Boom. Yeah, it should be starting after there. Well, sorry about that, gang. It'll be up in a few seconds. All right. And here we are, spawning the upper left-hand corner of Grassfan in the blue. Give it up for Mixu from Berserker eSports. And his opponent in the bottom right, representing ABYDOS. In the red, give it up for Cure. Still to this day, I say Team NV when I'm casting because they still have the Team NV clan tags often. Funnily enough, when it's Cure and Creator and stuff, stupid mistake from a guy that runs a Korean StarCraft league. By the way, guys, we do have ZKSL this week, and I forgot to update my Nightbot with it. We shall see how this game goes. I gotta actually do that because we already have this pre-recorded, pre-observed. With an observer, even you could do a lot of stuff. All right, looks to be a standard opener from Mixu start up. I'm curious to see what Cure does, if he does anything cheeky, or is he just gonna Reaper expand? Cure's not afraid to drop down some extra racks and go 2 racks Reaper back home, kind of Maru style. But I don't think that's gonna be the case this game. Looks to be a pretty standard opener from a Zitaran player. Yeah, he's going to even go for that scout after the barracks. It was a 19 scout. I think it was just before the 20th worker went down. Either way, Kira is going for his low ground CC on location. All right, Pool's finishing up for Mixu, and he's minding his gas, so everything's about as standard as an opener. But I'm wondering if we're going to get anything cheeky out of either of these guys as the game goes on. Kira, I wouldn't be surprised to see a spicy little build. Mixu, well, it's entirely possible. We'll put it that way. Against Kira, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's just going to try to play as good as he can. Well, obviously. But what I mean is I think he's probably just going to work on just a standard build. Mixu does like his Ling Bling. We've seen him do Roach again, TVZ. Oh, nice save on the drone, though. That was a nice delay for Cure, but he got 2 drones. Cure with his Reaper is getting worked on. I'm wondering if the ping was a factor, too. Mixu looks like he was having a rough day here on the start. But damn, that's a very unlucky thing. 2 drones and a Ling. Oh, and a huge delay on the third. Still, Mixu saved the drone at least. Or Mr. Mixu. We'll see what happens. All right. Reaper trying to get that creep tumor. Oh my god, he gets the creep tumor. That Reaper is like, hello, are we watching Cure or are we watching OG Beyond? All right, Overlord even going to go down. This is a rough start for Mixu, unfortunately. Man, Mixu taking some serious damage from Mr. Cure. And, yeah, it looks like it's going to be... Okay, a Viking opener. He wants to 100% deny the scout on the Terran side of things. Well, the Reaper finally is cleaned up after all sorts of chaos and pandemonium has been caused. We'll see what happens here. I usually going to see like Hellbat Marauder, Hellbat Stim Marine. But it could be anything. It's not going to be... Okay, Liberator. We don't see an armory getting dropped. Viled stuff. The Viking. I don't think that Viking was seen. The Vikings could be damn annoying. Just one Viking in ZVT on the Zerg side. If you're not paying attention to your Overlords. Mixu is going to notice this is the case. He has one stray Overlord on the other side. But he is going to try to get this. Yeah, no, that Viking is going to take out. Oh, almost gets a Viking, but not quite. Very unlucky. So, okay, it's just going to be Stim. Nothing too cheeky out of Cure after all. He just wanted to deny the scouting. So he's just going into a 3-1-1 follow-up. Very standard stuff. Hoping to pick off an Overlord, maybe get some information on Mixu with this Viking. Or catch anything to the side. Okay, still Hellions getting a nice catch on an active creep tumor, and he is going to clean up some more creep, trying to debate his way into the net. Kira is going to be playing it safe. He knows he has potential to be fully surrounded and really just lose these Hellions. Doesn't want to just trade them out for free, which is a smart play from our Terran player. Meanwhile, Liberator coming in for Mixu. Oh, Mixu, unfortunately not microing that over. Okay, saves the Queen, gets a transfuse, but that's a lot of lost mining time on the gas. And actually looks like one drone is in for Pickens. Liberator ultimately will fall eventually. I don't know if any workers are going in after it. These Hellions are going to get God's work. Oh, beautiful Evo wall, though. That was sick from Mixu with a nice trap on those Hellions, denying any further damage. That was very well done, actually. All right, Mixu going into a Baneling Nest and Carapace. He's not going into a lair. So only one Evo being used at the moment. Okay, there's his melee coming behind it. But Kira is going to have the, pretty classic. Actually, did he get a lair already? I don't think he did. The classic 1-1 advantage a little bit over Mixu. Seems to take forever to get your 1-1 in a lot of Zerg builds against Terran. And Cure just playing a picture perfect bio game with God tier Reaper micro in the beginning. Already going back for more with a double medevac drop with a nice stim and combat shields timing mostly. Oh, the Vikings even get some work, but guess what? He has to be careful not to lose it. I mean, it's going to go down probably anyway, but he wanted to try to catch an Overlord. He's been microing that as he goes and pushes. Oh, the Banelings are not made yet, and they're exposed. Ripe for the pickings for the Marines. Queens are going to try to fend this off, however. Do the Banelings connect? Centrifugal Hooks is not done yet. The armor, Carapace actually helps a little bit too. But Centrifugal will come down. Combat Shields come a nice little linger by, not a lot. But just enough to keep Kier busy. Kier is going to retreat because he knows he can't get too much done. Ling's chiseling away to supply depot a little bit. He wants to get it on fire at least. Maybe, hopefully get it. It's not going to be for free, but he wants to get something for his troubles. And oh, look at that. I think that supply depot will fall ultimately. Yeah, he does get a supply depot. Not really the greatest trades to write home about. No, Centrifugal's a ways away. It was just how it was looking on the map to me. My apologies there. Oh, Ling run by attempted. I don't think that's going to go as well as he hopes, and it is Widowmine Marine. And disintegration of the Lizardlings is imminent. Oh, those Hellbats actually were putting in the work. So we do have Cloaky Boy Widowmines after this. The armory is down as Kira goes into 2-2. Drilling Claws being researched too. Oof. Just now we're starting to see Centrifugal Hooks being completed as our Terran player just goes in for even more. It is a massive army supply lead for Cure. Is he going for a multi? Nah, he's going for one. It looks like he's fighting right from the side. He's just going to push right in. I think Cure knows he's in a pretty good spot from how much he delayed him earlier. Mixu's still doing okay. He's trying to get another hatch down behind this, which I definitely like for our Zerg player. Oh, the Widowmine's behind it. This could be huge or devastating. Okay. Widowmine gets taken down. Or doesn't get taken down, but only gets like a ling or two. That was actually pretty good for Mixu. Even sees the other one. Oh, Banelings! So sick for Mixu, but guess what? It's a trap. He cancels the hatch. That's pretty good. He's getting Banes in over here. Trying to anyway. Oh, the Widowmines are in. They're going to clean up the bio. Not going for the workers. Still, Widowmine's a good unit. 15 SCVs do fall, though. Pretty good for Mixu. The problem is the army on his side of the map. Mixu actually getting... I almost felt like he was a little lucky because Cure was focused on that assault in his third. The triangle third. And now Mixu is doing some counter assault on the other side. Very well done. 17 SCVs. Still, these Lings not going to be able to do too much. He needs to get more army up here, but he knows there's other Terran units behind this. The Baneling's enough to scare him away. Ooh, that was a sick trade for the Marine from Cure. Oh, damn. Mixu not able to take that base, but he is trying to go for the 7 o'clock position base at the bottom of the map. It said Marine's going to clean creep spread. There is another Widowmine in the front. Oh, no. The Widowmine's targeted that. Drones being assaulted immediately at this base as they just go down and saturate. And this base looks like it's in trouble. However, the Banelings are going to deter the Terran Bio and the one remaining Widow Mine. The Viking still... Oh my god, that Viking's still putting in work. How is that Viking still alive with like 1 HP? What the deuce? The Chad Viking. That is certainly not the Lost Viking. If anybody remembers that game from Blizzard back in the day. Oh my god, poor Mixu. 1 Viking even possibly killing Overseers, which he desperately needs. Against, you know, Drilling Claws, Widow Mines. Well, Marines are going to start taking some damage as the medevacs are drained. Mixu did continue upgrades. He's going into additional Carapace and melee. Kira also going into 3-3. It looks like pretty soon. Or is he just getting into 2? No, I thought he went into 2-2. He's going into 3-3. And we have our first Viper out with an Ultra Cat. He's going Ultras. Interesting. It's logical, but I don't know how much I really... I mean, Marine Marauder... We don't see a Ghost Academy just yet. I think he may have got one, and obviously he's not producing it. It's basically just been Ling Bane production. So many Widow Mines, though. Oh, my God. Oh, that's actually greasy. Look at all the Widow Mines. Cure is spamming that W mine key. He's playing a little game of Minesweeper here. How you doing, Old Fost? Welcome. Welcome. For your breakfast, it is 11:15 p.m. local time in New York. All right, we are, well, getting some damage here. Go Berserkers! Yeah, true. I know this has already been cast and whatever, but I've been behind. I'm hoping to catch up and wanted to give the team some love. I, too, am a Berserker. Oh, my goodness. And a boomer like Ferrell. All right. We've got double Liberator, too, with this now. But you know what? Mixu knew Cure just had too much pressure on. Still, he had some sick plays. He got some good counter damage in his run by into third, the Bane Bus. But nonetheless... just destroying those drops of Marines with those Banelings was so sick. Still, it is possible he could get eliminated now. Hopefully he can take a game off and bring it up to a PvP. All right. And let's see here. As we get it. All right, let's skip ahead a bit. Because this was already done. Here we are going on to game number 2 of our second set of this series. Spawning the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern. In the blue, representing Berserker eSports, it is Mixu. And his opponent in the upper right, representing ABYDOS. Give it up for our Terran player, Mr. Cure. In the red. All right. Mixu... He's opening pretty standard. He's got a 16 hatch going. 16 hatch inbound from flight 747. And the Overlord is gaseously making its way across the map. Kier looks like he's opening pretty standard so far, but I don't think we're going to see another Rax go down. Kier respecting his opponent. Also looking really sleepy. Or he has something in his eye. He's like, God damn flies. Ree. And then meanwhile, Mixu's Overlord's like, Ree. Imagine Overlords, guys. Imagine if we were just going, like, you're on your way to work or school or something. You're just going about your day. And you see this giant gaseous bug flying in the sky. Like, wouldn't that be some shit? I don't know what I would do, but that definitely would throw me off my guard. I don't know about you guys. It's going to be another SCV Scout. Standard opener for both. Mixu, I wonder what his play is here. Okay, it's not going to... Okay, no, the Reaper is going to be out. Mixu wants to get a third base from how he's opening, it looks like. But he hasn't sent the drone. Because he doesn't seem to be going for metabolic. Yeah, he might be able to get it. Yeah, Mixu is going to be able to secure his third base quite early this game. Will the Reaper... Oh, actually, Reaper so far is deflected well. So Mixu in a very good position. He changed his build order up. He didn't want to risk that. All right, he's taking a bit of damage. He might lose it. Nope, he is going to keep the link for now. So very good play from Mixu nonetheless. Kira not finding near as much damage. He is going to confirm the Reaper. Oh, but that Marine is damn close to killing that Overlord. Which would be huge for Kira. Mixu luckily pulled it out just in time. Does not want to lose it that early. That is for sure. All right, that said, Metabolic Boost is on the way. We got our first sets of Hellions coming out for Mr. Cure. It looks like a Link did ultimately fall. But that being said, it's just a very standard opener. Some Marines being produced with the Hellions here and there. Starport on the way, and it is Natural is going to be finishing up here. It's going to be a quicker layer this game from Mixu. Something to note. All right, what is going to be the... it's going to be the Tech Lab. We may just see like a standard opener, like a Banshee opener from Cure. This one, I'm having a feeling it might be 3cc Banshee. He's in rush. Yeah, there it is. No, never mind. That's me just looking at the finishing Natural. Okay, he's going for a Viking again. Interestingly enough. That's actually kind of ballsy of Mixu in a way. Yeah, you want to get your read on... You need that scout. Some kind of scout on Terran. But on the other hand, you have potential to lose 2 Overlords if he goes Viking. And he already took a beating on the other one. It is going to be a concussive shell. So it looks like it is going to be Hellbat Marauder in this game. And there is a little bit of a tell either way. Oh, it's a Nidus. So Mixu really wants this, but there is a Viking out. Viking's pushing across the map, however. So it is a Nidus play for Mixu. He's just getting nothing but Lings. The problem is it's Hellbat Marauder. Viking is going to clean this up. Queen's going out. Yeah, this does not feel good for Mixu. Ling's trying to get a scout. And third CC going down. Damn, boys, that Armory's going to finish up. The Marauder's coming. Did we see the medevac? We get Stim coming behind it. There had to have been a medevac. Yeah, there it is. 3 Marauders loaded up. Nidus going in, though. On the other hand, this is going to be a deadly one, but usually you just disintegrate a Zerg either way. So in a base race, I don't think it's going to go that great from Mixu. Still, nonetheless, 30 Lings popping. The Nidus is going to finish up here. Queens and Lings are popping, but Cures knows he's just going to have to push on ahead and sally forth. The Queen's not doing anything. The Ling's not doing anything. And here comes Mr. Oh, God. Shit, Kier ought to just load up and pull everything. Pull drones in there. Some drones. Do whatever he can. He wants to deny Stim a bit. He's going to build another Nidus. There he goes, loading the reinforcements in. It is a bit of a problem for him. There is a Liberator coming out as well. Looks like the Starport may go... Oh, Mixu. He's going to try to go back and defend because he has to try to do something. But at the same time, so much damage is getting done. This is wild. It is a 3cc build, though. That is a bit of an issue. Another Nidus worm popping for Mr. Mixu. But still, there's so much Terran on the other side of the map. Therein lies the problem. As more Hellbats are made, more SCVs, and there aren't 2 CCs still. Here's just going right into the main base. And we're not even looking at Observer. As you can see in the bottom. Oof. The Viking, the Hellbat, the Marauder going right for the drones. Right in the drone hole. Mixu trying to clean this up in a scrappy base trading against Terran. No, it ain't too easy to do against Zerg for a Zerg as it is, but when it's in a situation like this, especially not. Drones are pulled with the Queen as... Oh my God, does Mixu do it? What the deuce? Cure's cleaning, doing some pest control, and Mixu unable to get the CC. He did take care of some production. Killing a Starport and a Rax is pretty good. But ultimately, Cure still has more workers. That's 3 orbital command centers. And that is going to be damn annoying. trying to find any value he can. He doesn't have any extra tools to deal with this. And losing that Nidus for sure. But in the meantime, before it. So he doesn't have roaches. He doesn't have banelings. Doesn't have much. Stim was denied. That's pretty nice. He's going for a roach warren. But Stim ultimately will be able to be started up again pretty soon. All right, Mixu double expanding behind this. This is a crazy game. I kind of like when do you get to see that often on a tournament? Like an actual team league tournament that's actually legit, like World Team League. Guess this is the only time, but that was actually, I was not expecting that out of Mixu this game. Pretty base stuff, and he committed into the base trade. All right, Overlord is going to go down, and we'll see what happens from here. Stem is going to be started back up with 1-1 for Cure. Definitely not in Mixu's favor, but still, he got some key structures at least. He did get some worker damage. That being said, if he goes down this one, he is out. I thought for sure he'd be dead. He ends up cleaning it up, so he obviously has every right to be in it still. The spine crawler was a good touch. And that being said, the Overlord finally going to fall on this side as well. Mr. Cure does not want to get caught with his pants down again with the Niduses. Not an overextension into these, but now there's roaches to fight off the Hellions, but there is going to be bio with Stim coming up pretty soon. 1-1 in the way as well as we know. Viking still out. Actually, Mixu going into Carapace and Glial Reconstitution. It's only a little contingent of 5 roaches, and that's a lot of Hellbats with some bio behind it. Now that Stim's finishing. All right, the little Ling run by over here is kind of comical. There's some Hellbats finishing it up, but they're going to pick off a few SCVs. That's about it. But Mixu needs like everything together. And unfortunately, everything includes that paltry force of 5 roaches. He has committed to that tech. And here, that said, here's another push from Cure. Mixu out of position. Glial Reconstitution did finish this, so he does have roach speed. But that said, Mixu just doesn't have a lot of units. Namely because he was supply blocked. So 4 Overlords finishing. It's just a rough time. He did have a bit of an army come behind us. It's not going to be enough, though. He's trying to hold on, trying to buy time, trying to get some damage on the other side of the map, too, but it just looks like a bit of a possibility of an anti-timing. The bio going to be stimming through here. Only 1 medevac with this army, but still, nonetheless, it is strong. 1-1 did finish for a Terran player. Mixu seems like he's got to be feeling like waiting for an eternity for this. Getting the 2 bases was nice, but he's going to start losing even more drones. That is going to leave a mark. Still, Mixu pressing forward. Oh my god, the Hellbats down there even being a menace. Funnily enough, Cure didn't turn them into Hellions. Still, a lot of the bios cleaned up. Mixu down. More drones. Still, he is going to clean some of this up. Yeah, I think he has enough to defend, but still, obviously not ideal spot as a 4th CC comes down behind this for Cure. +1 range attack's going to finish after eventually. I did get his Carapace, but still. Oh, some more drone kills. Big Sag from Mixu. All right, I like this defense for the Queens and the high ground. But we'll see what happens from here. Mamma mia. All right. Got a Hydra Den follow-up, too, because he's in ranged attacks, and it's smart. But now there's tanks out. The 4th base going on for Terra. That's scary. Mixu trying to get a 5th. He's going to go out gaming if he's going to go out, or he's going to try his best to get this dub still, because he's still in it. Hellbat Marauder's a bitch to play against if you don't get a scout on it or get a read. And he did try something cheeky. Oh, God, the siege tank's even going to be a bit of a counter to these roaches. And then a run-by attempt into 3rd base. As Cure secures a 4th with the, he's actually, it looked like he was going for another orbital. So he didn't actually go for a planetary either. That said, this hatch looks like, oh, he saves it with a transfuse. There's some Hydras out. But still, Cure is not skipping a beat. He is pushing down at the 6 o'clock position base. While this fight's going on, it looks like it is going to have to be canceled. Corrosive Bile is going to attempt to be landed. Cure even evading that. There's just not enough army down here to be here in time, and I think these units are going to be picked off one by one, with the concussive shell marauders buying the Marines some time. That said, oof, it's going to be an uncontested debate to the main. Meanwhile, another little remnant troop fighting some of this off. Okay, Roach is doing actually okay, but the concussive shell marauders, kind of scary. Okay, Mixu canceled the 4th in the upper left at the 10 o'clock position spot, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. The Hydra causing an interesting damage point, but a little bit of miss micro. Their target fire that Marauder. And in the meantime, those units took a ton of damage because Mixu was more concerned about the other spot, but it looks like he might lose his spawning pool. No, yeah, Kira's just going to go for the lair. He says, heck on you. We're going right for the lair. And the concussive shell marauder is doing some good damage here. Oh, meanwhile, the 3rd base falls for Mixu. Oh, he got lurkers out somehow behind us, trying to get into Seismic Spine. That's actually a hive. And I didn't even notice it. Ghosts, meanwhile, are coming out. Basically, yeah, this is a 4-base Terran with the Mula, but this has been a scrappy one so far. Looks like it could end pretty soon. Still the Marauder. Mixu needs to react quickly because you know what? He needs to transfuse this. Oh my God, this hive is so close to dying. It's actually nuts. He gets it transfused off, but look at... Wow, he had to target fire the medevac just to keep that. Loses another base. That's a kill, not a cancel, I believe, as he was trying desperately to keep his hive together. Seismic Spine's not researched yet, so the Ultras don't quite have that range they need. And a 5th CC going down for Kira behind it at 12 o'clock. Oh, poor Mixu. Hydras and Queens trying to deflect the attack, hoping desperately to get this medevac, but they're not going to be able to do so as the hive falls. And it looks like it is going to be a big, big catch for Cure. That said, lurkers are trying to make it across. And that, my friends, is why that was an orbital, not a planetary. He was anticipating the lurkers. Unfortunately, there's no adaptive talent, so the lurkers can't zip in and out against these tanks, making it a bit of a problem. And there's nothing to detect the ghosts, which is also an issue. The lurker's going to be cleaned up ultimately. Another scan's going to be rough, but still, Mixu doing the best he can. Losing those lurkers is rough, to say the least. All right, that being said, another drop is going to be thwarted there, but I mean, Mixu is somewhat of an army supply, but he's lost bases, he lost his hive, he can't continue adaptive talents, he's not on upgrades. Kira's just insanely ahead, even with a 5th orbital. He knows he can just take it. He's got the army. He has the advantages. He needs some spore crawlers in his base. GG. Well, there you have it. And Kira took it in a 4-0 clean sweep for ABYDOS over Berserker eSports. Rip my team. Oof. As well as already played. It's been casted by everybody else. But I figured I'd start doing some for World TeamLeague. How you doing, Naren Online? And guys, if you could, do me a favor. Please do consider subscribing to my YouTube. All my casts are on there. We have Korean StarCraft League coming on Friday. In the US Friday. Saturday in Europe and Korea. And Asia. And nice to see you, Naren Online. And that was the World Team League. I can't remember which week it was even. But I think it's a good time to call it. It's been a 6-hour stream after work and everything. I got work in the morning. Holy smokes, that was a long stream. All right, guys. I am going to leave you off with a buddy of mine. And big supporter. The best games. Yeah, they were good stuff. They are definitely good stuff. But week 14 is coming up. Let's go say hello to Micro Jordan. If you guys want to check anything out for KSL this week, it will be on... Oh, I know it never updated the command. Hang on. I never updated the command. I have it right here. That's week 13. Feeling good. That command doesn't work. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. I'm rebuilding everything Magic Turtle. I have more than you'd think for my... I have to do HTML files for each one in CSS, and I'm going to half-ass it for a while. It's going to take a long time to build it, but All right, let's go say hi to Micro Jordan. Make sure you give him a follow. Excellent. There's
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Just remember, Leahy.
Oops.
What comes around is all around.
But this operates totally differently.
I am the liquor.
Big mustard tiger? All I did was call him a mustard
All right, we're not going to
tiger.
call Micro Jordan a busted tiger, but we'll say hello.